It's not my own making. It's not easy, like I said. It's been a very hectic period, as a responsible man. You have a lot of families, you have a lot of extended families you want to take care of, and also keeping an eye. But at least the only way you can see me sometimes that know that I'm still around is updating, and also when there is a zonal meeting, I will always bring it to you the way it's happening in our zonal meeting, so you will know that we are still there. Because I have some people trying to discourage people to make it look like if we are doing all these things to bring it to our people, it looks like we are, I don't know. In IPOB, we don't do a big boy, You don't do a big boy. Our big boy is just our commitment in IPOB. That is the only big boy we do. Is our commitment. We are multitask. Like Onyendu always say, we are multitask. What people think we cannot do, we serve. Even when we go to our zonal meeting, you see all the hierarchy officers. They will arrange the table. They will go and bring water, put on everyone's table. They will serve. If it's banana, they will serve food. That's why you see some people cannot, bring themselves to the level of IPOB because of how loyal and how committed are in this struggle, and nobody should take it for granted. So, as I'm asking, one person has here, Mazi Patrick have said we should stay here, and as I said, I want to make sure that we have the maximum number that we needed, and Facebook have put sometimes, in my hand battle on this, you can also go to the what do you call it? Is this recommendation? I don't know what it's called on the Facebook here. You can recommend our page because, as I said, it's just not, I'm not getting anything there. I don't depend my life and my ends of living on any social media platform. God is my witness. I do make some posts and it goes through. I get nothing, nada. So don't think that we are here. That's why you don't see me all the time here. So in case people think that there is any kind of monetization or any personal interest, you see, he's here now, he's trying to make money out of the misery of our people. No, there's nothing like that. So go on our page here. I recommend this page because Facebook has been on it for whatever reason. Sometimes they will take posts that I made 6 or 7 years ago. They will just bring it up, use it to flag the page, and it's very painful. Sometimes they say that the page has been removed from recommendation or something. So please, I appeal to you to go there and recommend this page. And also, I try to see if I can also use our YouTube channel to see how this message can be spread. I'm on TikTok, but it's not easy. I don't usually, I do, go to TikTok, but I don't most of the time because I want our people to know we are serving them in truth and honesty. There's no personal interest or whatever. Thank you, Kwabiama, that na ogozira anya ofuma. Ogozira anya na ezigbo onu. Chukwu mere ebere anyị na-enwe enough anyị na-eri. Nwekwe ka anyị na-enyetụkwa. Nwekwe ka anyị na-etikwure IPOB struggle. Can you imagine? It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So we are not like nine meha ka onye na scam ka fundraising ka onye ga-erite, so anyị depending here. O nwere ndị dependent na now. Enwe ha idea ohe ji na agbara now. O enwe ha idea ohe ji na agbara. So my name remains Mazi Isaiah Uba. Once again, good evening and good afternoon and good morning depending from where you're watching me from. Please, as you're joining us, Mazi Chooks, thank you for joining us. Mazi Rojo, Igbo name called the which part of Biafra land Naza Obrojo. You're highly welcome, and Mazi Emeka, Mazi Lochuku. So not to the other one. No, I know it won't. You all welcome here. Please, as you're joining me, share this. It's unannounced. It's unannounced. It's unexpected, which is the little time I have. So I decided to bring it here to let us. Can you talk? One name. You got to go. Yeah, Mazi Dave, it's been a very long time, Mazi. Thank you for you always there. I see you in TikTok, commenting as well. I've seen you in our platform, Mazi. You are one of us, honestly. Keep on the good job. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but keep on the good job. We may not be saying a lot of things here, but at least most places have been a comment. You are very consistent, and I always enjoy your contributions in every program that I come across that you are there. Mokike, bless you and give you more strength. It's not easy, Our people in America have disappointed us a lot that we don't even know who to believe sometimes. But with people like you and Mazi Alozie, Mwada, so thank all of you for joining, and keep on the good work. Mazi Ike Peters, the one of us. I haven't heard about him on Radio Biafra for some time now. I hope he's well. It's not easy. He was there in the early Biafran stage, and he is still here at this moment. Him and Mazi Alozie, my sincere appreciation. And I will also appeal to you guys to also make sure you do listen to our Radio Biafra. This is one of the source of our information. Despite that you guys follows all the IPOB leadership, also make sure you listen to our radios and also Biafran television. These are our main platforms. Always keep an eye on those platforms. Any hectic announcement from the leadership will always come from there. We have to protect that national radio and our national TV. Even Dr. Tina, thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Tina, hey, Dr. Tina, thank you so much, brother, for reminding that she is the one that I'm actually thinking. I don't know how the name just skipped my mind. The other day she tested me on WhatsApp. So thank you very much, Mwada Tina. They are all they're consistent. So these are the people that our people should pay attention when they are talking. So now, Biafrans, let's talk. So we're gonna go into the main issue that I need us to look into. So agam na agam neji okwu Igbo. So because I will issue that concerns us as a race. All right. So issue that concerns us as a race. Despite that, Biafra comprises both non-speaking Igbo areas, but I would like us, so those ones will benefit as well, because all the very, very important. A lot of things have been going on. We try to, keep it to ourselves, because something, of course, before I have to go ahead, I must recognize our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our head of directorate, and all of you as well, principal officers, in any capacity you're serving, commentators, all of you here, sincere appreciation. You people are the reason why we stay around here. Mazi Victor, you always there. Mazi Victor, you always there now. I am Andy Wakochieno here. You always there. Thank you for joining me this evening. Always remain very strong. Remain very strong. I want to born at the Kodiku name yala. Say me who know jo. I think I mean who know jo. But I really appreciate all of you for coming out, guys. So now, can I let you some certain things? Can I let here because I won't be too long. I'm trying to stay this program, keep it up to 1 o'clock. No, up to 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes. That's what I'm preparing to keep. Maybe at most 2 hours. I don't know. It depends. What you keep them because I don't know on Sunday. They're very, very tired. They're very, very tired. So, come to turn no so far. You what I go? Yes, Mazi Dave. Yeah, Dr. Tina, yes. Is she on Radio Biafra? Okay, she always on Radio Biafra on Saturday. Yes, I know. It's just that sometimes, maybe we join at the radio. Or maybe voice, I graphic. So that's why but she communicated. She do communicate me sometimes. Anytime she do, sometimes once in a while, she will send me message on my personal line, and which I do appreciate. Now, a lot of things have been going on in the last 3 months, and the leadership are also trying to hold ground, now manage things. The reason why Oshide, I may be the one I got to preamble from the beginning, from the beginning. So, all the go said, there's a lot of things that have been going on, and the leadership is trying to adapt different kinds of approach, strategical one, so to carry our people. Because when defend the whole thing, or something you are trying to prevent other people from discovering. So the struggle to go the stage on now that we don't need to, despite everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spent a lot of years preaching. At least, let's put it this way, in Goga did very easy. 10 consecutive years preaching to our people regarding or pending the time I know now. Okay? So, o take go time kuzira. So anybody now know up on this time, that means you are irredeemable. You are irredeemable. Anybody who cannot analyze some certain things, and this has been the concern, very serious concern, when we are talking about Biafra restoration. We keep saying this. We don't want to restore Biafra with one idiot I chose some group of people, go and fight for against your government. France is the other side, help her. Form our people, group of them. Go and form your own group. That political pressure. In my heart, we are like that. Only Banganego. Gaga form more political pressure. But there's a neighbor money. This government is not doing well. As Ebena Maha Bozo, go and check. Gaga check in here in now. A content globally sanction for the toughest sanction for nearly 60 good years. Nearly. Almost the age of Nigeria. In my hand, where instead I will live for 1,000 years on my knees begging. It's better I live with my dignity for a day. For one single day. With honor and dignity. And this is Hindi Bomere during 1967 to 70. I wouldn't ask our fathers are fighting because I won't call it grandfathers. My father was involved. My cousin, De Francis, was involved. During that time, in and around that time, my cousin, De Francis, little wine. I'm long wine. All Biafran soldiers who surrogate. Moto ndị Biafran soldiers ka eji ga-akpọta nwunye. Ịghọta m na-ekwu n'ọlụ. So imagine that na enwere a lot of relatives who involved. Enwekwara extended community members jiri ọgụ ahụ na-abata ha. So I know what I'm saying. So Ilanya hena mana ona na-eme now. Ọrụ na asị na ndị ebe anya adịghị up to, they are not living up to expectation. I don't think na anyị gara anọ here na-ekwu ihe anyị na-ekwu. Na ọrụ na ha live with the kind of those life anyị na-use na ma ndị buy over very very easily. like this group of people now city boys no now put the shame to our people. Maybe I know here. But now let me just go straight to the point. Him na choka ibu because I chom can boy come gawa ka ibu again now. Yeah, I may miss the track. But then at the same time, they okundim chori kumuri koga ha bacha today because I chom can do anya some to our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ke ndi choro ka odiri anamma. Ke ndi choro ka IPOB na aga n'ihu. Now, what happened? Achọrọ kunu prepare yourself na detu ihe niile m na-aga ekwu edetu ma ị gaghị edetu keep it in your mind because I want in case ndị bịara ọhụrụ na IPOB ndị join after 2020 after 2021 ka ha mara how far we have gone before coming to where we are at this moment. It's a very sad situation. Some people now say that na IPOB leadership wanted to as soon as you push aside, a lot of agents has what the gram on social media that wanted to push aside the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the same time, as Mazi Chike doesn't wanted to take over. At the same time, they attack Mazi Nguru, they attack Mazi Abanyem, they attack me, they attack Mazi Chinas, Mazi Ofoma. When you manage the IPOB, Radio Biafra, and Biafran television, the media head. Now, I want him to take a note about India Nile na blackmail IPOB to where we are now at the moment. India Nile be the name IPOB attack all of a sudden. I don't know Josu. Summary, I can make me in the work at the concise. Now, let me begin from 2021. I know no na prepare immediately launch the ESN because the whole thing is much more heavy after launch the ESN. Ndine amagena this thing IPOB both the leadership now work very, very hard. All these things. Then when you believe nobody in this world believe that IPOB were able to mobilize that thousands of men that they saw on the 12th of December 2020 or 20th. Nobody believe. Coming. Here as a Biafran or as an IPOB or as a follower of IPOB, how did IPOB and its leadership were able to assemble such a number of ESN personnel training for years until the day I launch anybody no information leakage, nothing. This DOS here mobilize it, sponsored it with Onyendu, and now made on made the thing until now when that day. Ma akwa ha yiri, ma akpụkpọ ụkwụ ha, ma ihe niile, ma everything I display that day. Ị ga-ajụ ka she got this level rooted this time, that time. We are now talking about the leadership. Kpochiri Onyendu for almost 1 year during the time Emily invasion earlier. They whisked him away. Onwuhonye ma Onyendu odindu. Ma akandezu ejie that time. This leadership, this DOS ekpuchie. The same people ekpuchie. Onwuhonye nụrụ maka ya. All the same leadership on mgbe launch the ESN work underground niile nụ ya. Onwege ni body nụrụ ya. Until you now when you never such a thing on. I want to put now. Because I'm trying to judge you now. What happens now in this time Onyendu? No one do no can get Onyendu. I don't want people to misunderstand what we are talking about. I don't want people to feel like Onyendu and do here from his intelligence and what he stands for. I can hold Onyendu to my best knowledge, except to go no here can talk for yourself. Maybe Mepela and Giku, except to you. We still hold Onyendu to the highest esteem. Except Monyendu, Otto at the time he said that he will not disappoint. We will disappoint him. Unless Manawa didn't need disappoint because IPOB Nelanya na Kemuan on Wemsoko member ne Anka the faithful, Anka disappointable. Hapwa leave all this brouhaha in our home social. That's why sometimes I bring IPOB event on live so you will see us. Even I got Spain, I get Italy, I get everywhere. I will bring it live. I will leave every other, can echo. When I won this shit, I bring myself to the level in the Baniga water. I bring it live. When I bring it live, I want to know and I go. I want to hang on Facebook. I'm going to hang it on Facebook. I'm a So I do what I do so that our people will see the progress of IPOB both in diaspora, the little one from my own side. Because all Nandia Banya they are anything, yeah, they can win hen many. That's why eventually when I book the So all these things in I on. So okay, me invade Onion do's house, or anybody, man Onion do didn't. IPOB leadership. Sizie na make sure na ama na ono ebe ono odi okay until the day onye ndi decide him appear in Israel. Onye ndi ma appear una ahokwa ya but that time una amarazi na onye ndi nwekwere men nwere ike ikpuchie for that long onwe onye nnu kpam. There are some certain things I'm not sure can leba anya. Not sure ka kwuo. Even there was a time, within that time, Onyendu, 2017, Onyendu invaded his family, his home. Oh, when I report to at that time, Sina Onyendu na Ghana. Because I can make it through no break, now, Hotoria. No, about here. So, the leadership will make some kind of research. That look, not to go. So you need to get and go until the time we decide the rest of us. These great men in a put together, some of you do not know. Because the intentions of IPOB and the current leadership, some of them now communicating. And when any of them were to your motive, all of them by the special grace of Almighty, hand chana emecho for me. I could go me before, hand chana emecho for me. Mazi doesn't more for me, but now ban him more for me. Mazi for me, more for me. Mazi will do more for me. Every single one of them, I'm going to get idle person. So they spend time and money and family time to the struggle. No one and there won't dare grow. I'm a compromise. For instance, look at Radio Biafra. Look at the sabotage among Biafrans in the last 5 years since 2021. Imagine a Radio Biafra at the hands of these people. You hear Gareme today. First, I gotta hand you over straight away to the buffoon in Finland. All the very first thing I got pure sabotage. For the fact in actually renew the contract of Radio Biafra. Somebody may receive the letter of renewal and bomb spy. They will read the letter brand. It's just normal thing. The time I renew the contract of Radio Biafra on air, no zuele, now that you people should also make contact. So can happy couple and you somebody receive the letter, I will read the letter immediately. Got away Ekpa Ekpa social media man announced that Radio Biafra 2 days because of 5 days to be shut down. He is something okuedi no man that now will let the contract and ndine wetrani ndine nyanyi signal. But he took it that not for 5 days, because of 10 days, because of 2 weeks, that the Radio Biafra will be shut down. Because one has an IPOB, and one case more information that this letter of renewal Abiala, na one na ha muhanya, a couple Radio Biafra noko. You hear Gareme na social media at that time, Garadi now, oh, that's the buffoon in Finland that shot to go Radio Biafra down, and he has done it. All of you will be praising him. Hey, PM. And I do labor on the power. Radio Biafra Buhari na shot to down. Do you know what catapulted Radio Biafra to where it is on international stage? Because Buhari Batra no chicha, somebody who experience of Biafran war, immediately up Batra, yeah man some Hana because of grow the Guinea link. What's the name? Is it Satlink or only the name the Israeli internet provider, not satellite provider or coverage provider. Kiran Yonoko, I enable those in all. In Nigeria, I chofted the network, the company they provided that signal. Grow the entire distance. 16 million, is it $16 million? Something and now worth up to $2 million. They bought it, they bought the whole entire network. Remove the Radio Biafra from that signal. And do you know what happened? Radio Biafra was removed from the signal, and in the Banyan with Radio Biafra for almost 2 weeks. Everywhere. Buhari announced immediately so that Radio Biafra had been shut down. As Nigeria the popular, if not the other had about oil now. Nigeria was very, very popular. So when Buhari made that announced, the whole world was on a rampage. What happened? Only the people, a president of Nigeria, new elected president of Nigeria, then I said that they remove go knock. Which only group would here. Which, because everybody was anticipating Buhari who is going to do a lot of change. All eyes on the whole world was on Buhari. That he's going to do it. All of a sudden, the very first announcement to Omerewo that he has shut down Radio Biafra. That then draw a lot of people to IPOB and Radio Biafra and Biafran pages and the internet anywhere, everywhere. The whole world are not just only the Radio Biafra. Who are these people that the president of Nigeria is saying that he has shut down? Do you get the point? That actually boosted the whole movement. It was free advertisement for the movement of IPOB, the struggle for Biafra. That's how IPOB becomes so popular with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before the arrest 2015 in Lagos of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, So now, is it Satlink? I was right. I was thinking whether I'm on my house already and Satlink. Thank you very much. Mazi Victor, the current. That's what we're saying. All the mine here. Mazi Igwe because so all the mine people now confirm behind work. We are not how long I know rolling at this siege. So I got him to the time I'm done. I be the IPOB. So I'm going to take a long time. So now what is going on? So all these things similarly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 20 fast forward. Can we get to where we're going? 2021. Because a lot of people have been a disparage IPOB leadership, the DOS. What is the achievement? Since 5 years they did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is the achievement of DOS? What is the achievement? I'm going to tell you the achievement now. That will shock you. That is why I want everybody to share this to the platform, any platform, so Kahamara that IPOB meant well. Because we want to correct the narrative. For almost 2 months now. Evangelist Madabuchi. I get the nonsense. 2 months. Only one single write up on broadcast. I pass out the whole thing and hate 2 months of people. I've been watching them for 2 months now. So this one single broadcast now get pass a Hebrew for 2 months. So this thing in 2021. Do you get what I'm saying? They came with a narrative. What is the IPOB leadership have achieved since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? At the time, being that online, this Biafra restoration also involves psychological warfare and everything it involved now, except that IPOB have not carried gun. IPOB is not on armed struggle. So, but every other thing I is IPOB involved, apart from armed struggle. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, 2021, what is the achievement of IPOB? Now, let's go there. Ndị Abrabia kidnap Onyendu. First of all, they told Onyendu that people who will betray him, none are among the leadership. And none are the DOS. Maybe they send what propaganda. Almost 1 year plus. Onyendu be there, which I've said it before. For whatever reason, Onyendu distance here from Togap, from the DOS, normal meeting and them, Onyendu are most of the meetings. Because we have to let the whole thing straight. Onyendu and I was at that time, man, I joke, so Onyendu sometimes 6 months of that whole meeting, I would hold but on I communicate, but he doesn't show. Case which situation which happened at that time. The leadership, the DOS, I engaged both Uchemefo and Onyendu to find out exactly what was going on. And they get to the bottom of it. Before we could know it, Uchemefo Jackie throw his resignation. Then the head of the directorate have to seal it with a press release so that people will know that Uchemefo is no longer with us. So, but at the time, all of you saw it now. He announced his outing of IPOB. So the leadership, just to secure that place, the head of the directorate have to make a memo. So make it official. So in case anybody thinking there is any, enemy have to use that gap to do destruction or damage onto IPOB. So after that situation, things will begin to, normal engagement of IPOB continues. Onyendu continues his broadcast. So, and what happened? So the leadership follow Onyendu, make sure now they keep the family together, engagement of national coordinators, zonal coordinator, everything naga on. And then is the Onyendu, all of a sudden, Onyendu were appointments after launch the ESN. Onyendu were, the fundraisings to keep the ESN. Those thousands of people there cannot. I won't hear the 1 naira feed. So to keep them both to their family medication and all these things, camp, all those things. So we can have proper enough fund. So a lot of people contributed. A lot of people were involved. A lot of people, both non-IPOB, both IPOB, people were excited for over. Then all this in the Obaruru big for nothing America, Cook was here both for Onyendu to push him aside, to drag him towards their own side. They can use Onyendu. Kachofuzendike won't build through the foundation of IPOB. It is a hammer because all the go to Biafra the next day. I'm not on the buy in the church. All the go to Biafra. So, can we target where that now we will sponsor, we will fund, we will push for Biafra restoration, and then is only in Dobia this side. Those people are making Haga school, has a good grammar. Hey, be there, so rubbish, until H.U. Onyendu in America. In fact, to the extent Onyendu that na nwunye chọrọ igbu ya, nwunye ukwu an enemy. You can imagine the level these people are. Nwunye Onyendu, they said nwunye chọrọ ya no rikule he nwunye hoshiri. No rikule he nwunye hoshiri. That is the level ndị agra. That is the level these people went. Half the enemy can abandon to this very moment. Are you understanding? So when this thing happened, don't Onyendu move things are naga. Do you know now today? IPOB, you know something I drop or somebody drop or message now. WhatsApp, drop or anonymous, leak some information. Do you know that today somebody from now saying that now during the time of 2021 Onyendu na broadcast, no somebody now IPOB member said that Onyendu his broadcast was coming out from Kenya. when the leadership, somebody who is not an IPOB have known, we read the information, somebody who is a member of IPOB, that now do you know that your leader broadcast their notion from Kenya and Apota? And how do the person know, somebody who is not an IPOB member, how do the person know that only in Kenya name a broadcast when the IPOB structure and the men or the no Ebonyen, it's just that we are hearing his broadcast, but they keep it cool. Now, Onyendu now went okay, how were Ekpa introduced to him? Vehemently, the leadership, including all of us, Nnamdi Kanu na Finland, all of them begged Onyendu do not go to anchor broadcast with this guy. It has been a thorn on the flesh of IPOB in Finland, including Nnamdi. The guy came out and attacked IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You, which I know at that time, you go into the platform of this guy to broadcast or to anchor program is going to legitimize his presence in the IPOB movement. It's going to make it look like this guy is a part of us. And okay, need a lot of followership. And he's not even on that oath. They call the broadcast. And that is what affected IPOB Finland family. A lot of people left. A lot of people were angry that Onyendu could not yield to that intelligence, which is sometimes very, very painful. But for the love for Biafra restoration, one error game abandon the future of our children and our unborn children, and even the hope of our people. So this thing went on. Now, after that, because we go plan, we are still waiting. Let them continue to rant. Let them continue to rant. Don't want to say some things. Can you keep go there now? Now watch. It will be the last option. Our plan is Onyendu. The whole plan may give sometimes and not only I through his communication pinpoint exactly where Onyendu is. Are you getting my point? Here is not no exaggeration or like I said, there's no interest of blackmailing any officer or any member of IPOB or Biafra. There's no nothing. More than anything, the too important about it. So what happened is that with this thing, we keep an eye on things. But in the Anugo should be Onyendu. I know everything. And I the connections. Onyega would they willing to use to penetrate Onyendu. Until that willing to provide the only. Ndị a ga-eburu Onyendu. Now, mgbe eburu Onyendu, people be the contact one here. Ndị na-anụ na IPOB. First of all, more receive a call from non-IPOB member, and including our zonal coordinator here. I contact him. Say, Mazi, na ọ nwere onye si ahụ na ahụrụ Onyendu n'ụlọ. Na ejidere na ahụrụ ya n'ụlọ. Masị Onyendu nkwu achọrọ m ikwu eso ka happy with him. Say how Onyendu how awesome that no onye asị na ahụrụ ya n'ụlọ na ere ya na television. So another news abịakwa. Emma, that shock somehow disorganize you, whether men on a walk, anyway, that shock alone, that news alone, your stomach, your appetite, you lost it that moment. Brain and Anuzok. I chose a call. But what call within the leadership? Only man on Onyendu. Oh, no, what are you people talking? Only Haneku. I need to know where the news after was a picture after was because Nigeria can prove that no one is in the IPOB and about any now under their control. So attempt but this thing no name. Akpo emewe call HOD na eme call onye HOD nwere appointment with onye ndu on the 21st or either on the 19th or on the 21st of July meeting. I think that Australian meeting or so. Then on this that meeting onye ndu show him up to confirming that onye ndu probably something happened. Oh no, appointment, that such appointment of fundraising, he should have been there. So when any reason already happy or not there. So for the fact or not, they raised concern within the leadership. And then the news coming out from different kinds of people and sources that Nonyendu ages here, no. It becomes something that is here. I contact here, younger brother Onyendu. Contact here. Yeah, call him local. I think HOD contact kwa personal secretary. Onye ke no America. Kia ha call story talker. But then, Kanu na me henile na acho. Biafra say be the sense whether something is wrong. Then I need you Twitter handle Onyendu, the real Twitter handler. I need to with he's gonna come on air in the next tomorrow or the next tomorrow. Confusion everywhere. And I say, Kezi just need Onyendu. Twitter handle ya no ama. Nekuzi no na give on air. Nobody knows now younger brother Onyendu na personal secretary and such a thing. But Mazi Moru contact and had to ask them, why are you doing this? Why are you using Twitter handle of Onyendu? Nay, tweet when you know that Onyendu is trouble. How cost story? I got him a watch that. How cost story? Him not checking how do I hear the leadership and what they have achieved. So I'm explaining that to you. So take note. So the leadership will be there. The news will be there. But I was in na Addis Ababa, the Korean na Brazil, the Korean na Hana cause everything on what one will kick away beji until the leadership made the Henny Lemon came and until Chofta a beji Onyendu. Chofta the came that day that he's supposed to appear on that meeting with Mazi Isaiah, the head of the retreat. All came beji. So Anna thought India ni lamara, Junior body ama. Knows. All these people knows. Even Setekwem no the Setekwem lawyer knows. The Setekwem no agage met with Omre. Actually, I didn't want to put that here today. Agage met with Omre na here na that na I went to the mountain to go and get 10 tablets. By the time I came down, I did not eat neither drink. So by the Yakohini local there. But yeah, the after quarter that thing all use the Bible because someone in there buying the sentimental. We could talk Bible how walk a yeah, Gazian at the under after that statement to home say if you know, you know. Now underline that after Setekwem the lawyer manage Onyendu no under torture. That means all confirm one la ndini the inner circles ejibo Onyendu blue. That now, you know, if you know, you know, but to fool the IPOB members and the normal sympathizers, that now Onyendu is on the mountain praying, he went to the mountain to collect 10 tablets. Then you see another coded word to need them for Onyendu, that now if you know, you know. Do you get the point? I want you to separate that particular one, if you know, you know. That na this man if you know, you know. Nani ha na-eche ka confirm mo na Onyendu na egbu oli somewhere. No Onyendu something funny normally. He ga anuzi na social media that na Onyendu na emeni ahụ na egbu oli somewhere. Akwe all he ga ahuzi na social order then ihe ndị ebe anyị ga ajuwazi wo abie push wezi the narrative we he hozi mezin after that. Within 8 days, they push with the narrative, know the leadership, all the DOS, all you guys, out of love and sentiment, and cannot believe na such a thing. No one do know that the leadership and one access a born. Unuga wasn't the DOS. Unuga was no the leadership. Ububu, Agarana so. Oh, Butoreka Garat Nebundi, Ndishindi IPOB, anywhere. Both coordinators, one Unuga respect. Because you can't say that na only shunu na ama hebonu. anụkata nọ na-egbu ya ke ihe ga-akọ ke ihe Mazi Uba ga-apụta ihe akọ unu ekwere. Even that time I was saying to the people, I was coming on social media and I say, be strong. People were even attacking me for saying that. No, we haven't explained what happened. I say be strong. And I attack anyhow. While the lawyer no special counsel who say, if you know, you know. What if you know, you know. If you know, what is the meaning? If you know, you know. When Biafrans, millions of Biafrans were looking at 8 days. Within the 8 days, can say the negative story. I the struggle. And all know what the Jaku name. Here we are Nigeria to remain in a way there will be extricated from the what happened. It was a very terrible plot. Terrible. Very terrible. The battle IPOB leadership will fight. Now, for IPOB to get closure, even Mazi Isaiah was all over the place. Me myself, don't tell me that I have done. See, I want this kind of thing. And when me kagahama, but not to give one. Mazi Isaiah was everywhere trying to assess to find out what happened. At Papa junior brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. See, what happened? What happened? Can be the power do it? See, what are you talking about? We are talking about the leader of this movement, and as the younger brother or cousin. The information we need to know, because we need to go and tell people and inform the public. The leadership needs to inform the public, to address the public. This thing, somebody makes a broadcast. This thing. The leadership cannot come out and give information when they don't have one. When they haven't gathered anything, you don't go there, because you gather, you know food. And all they can hear, Kenya ambassador Gragemena Abuja. Mbagwa report the leadership got information that na report and what an Ebonian dono was in Kenya. No back she kidnap Onyendo. Immediately, Nigerian government play a very smart one. Gagagwa, the ambassador of Kenya. Sinoga get the one called it no one Kenya can the man I made a proper investigation. Yeah, there's in social media. They say that na IPOB leadership in the country attack that no na Kenya kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, their leader. No one there, no were false information. But the man realized 2 days or 3 days later. Mazi inquiry, choftazi no na obudie kidnap. All of you was them here at that time. I'm actually kijon here because some point only when I say now I will quit it none. Get him the ambassador. The healthy and the very well. Give him the ambassador, Bob like they discover. Yeah? Get him the ambassador, Kunu Kwenye here, Konya, because some Koya bonus no. Get him the ambassador after they discover, prepare the details of what happened that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no body. Niana Choftas no body kidnapper. No way be Hemely and Emily. Get him as the ambassador. Camera moon or the current. Get him. I put when I had them Makunu Jakunu Kwe here. And then I go comment section, Ghana comment section. Jose they respond. Do you see what we're saying? Because the man was preparing to give public. The man here look so stupid. A whole ambassador. He look so stupid. So he has to come back to the public after he made his findings. He has to come back to the public and correct the narrative. Instead, again, me allow connect there. I'm in the zone now. I'm in a happy boy straight away. Ozubo. That in Kenya till today. Ndi gidere kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not come out and tell you the processes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya. The man who was the ambassador that could have given the information akụpịa gị egbuchi gị ọnụ straight away. So basically information ahụ onye nọrọ ya. And the leadership ke ha jikwa ihe ejie for their own personal protection. Mgbe ọbụla ọ ga-ese it. Ha ejie. Do you see the reason why when something happened in a very big organization more obodo, ị gaghị agawa out of emotion, ị gaghị react immediately. Keep please hear the public. Ị ga that time itinye the whole entire public into a mess, and the one will even bear the consequence. You can take your time because you are running a very big organization. You are running almost a country. So if something happened to your nation, before you put on a public to address people. The leadership did not tell what happened. They waited for 8 days. Do you think now you're leading fools or okay, assuming that we are not leading the whole entire Biafran, so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not leading the whole entire Biafran, but at least he's leading up at least not less than, let's say, 30 million people who are following what we're doing or what he was doing. So you don't expect that something. There are countries that is not even up to 2 million in Europe. Countries, the answer countries, they are not up to 2 million. Talk less of when you have closely 40 to 50 million people listening to your directives and instructions. He got look at something a matter of emotion, a job, he made an investigation, okay? He just put on a public, and I don't know where they I look at or do you hear them at their press release now? Which I will come there very in no distance time. Press release, press release. Again. Therefore, let that Department of IPOB mouthpiece of dishing out information. Mazi Isaiah Uba now. We hear from through the leadership agency. Instead, here they share by destroy IPOB as organization. We need to close that and take the charge of that department. Pure clean job. Clean job. They didn't do it in no out of power tussle. They didn't do it in no way control more they can shut everything. No, they did it for the safety of IPOB, for the safety of the movement. Because the movement go in a way, they didn't touch with them, they cannot sabotage them, those people. Practically impossible to sabotage people who are communicating IPOB leadership and structures. Do you get the point? So you want at this department is something that could put the life of the public in danger. Hand shot wire down. Take his charge of that place. So enemy accord to go off. And that is exactly how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of shall run IPOB. Because if you leave that part open, somebody can issue statement in the name of Emma Powerful. And for the fact he himself, the way here made that pronouncement, Ada had account there. See, people are not questioning. You hear people, you see people, Biafrans questioning that this press statement or this thing, not the suspicious. It is your responsibility to counter is now going. Put to another member, but in the leadership all of a sudden, within 1 week, or within 3 days, he can't contradict alone within the statement. If not, na IPOB distance from one. IPOB so can I hear that we need to distance head of directorate because when IPOB tomorrow, Mazi Dozem is in trouble before Biafrans and also before even the international community. So he has to control, and even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got in trouble, which I'm coming to that point. So the leadership they are not for the interest of the people, not for the personal or to drag any position with anybody. Asking any of them, the leadership, all of them, they blackmail, they attack the mental torture, the family, the stress in this men in the last, in fact, it's 2015, they did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kembo, and at the time, Emily invaded his house, and all these men had to go, mentally had to go drained, or did easy. But for the sake of millions of Biafrans who are counting on them. So they managed to keep this thing. So but here I'm how short or than that Kenyan side of information. The leadership are chopped like Hannah Chofta, keep away to themselves. So here these people in order, because it's a calculated game, but the only difference but the Nigerian government no aga with the Biafrans undeclared, unannounced. Psychological war. Lai Mohammed was saying every now and then, Lai Mohammed on social media said that even IPOB members, IPOB media warriors, they sleep on internet, they drink on internet, they smoke on internet, everything hand on internet. Lai Mohammed was crying all over the place. Minister of Information for Nigeria. They could not believe that IPOB, media. To the extent, BBC, IPOB media personals, chief police is BBC of Britain. Because IPOB war, despite that, did not stop. Kidnapping of Onyendu or detention of Onyendu cannot, with or without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cannot stop IPOB, rules of engagement. People who got to say Onyendu. Mazobasi with or without you, they are trying to abandon you. Man says that Onyendu na kusuzi say that Nasa Mazoba namne make this type of statement. Mefu finishes the child. Onyendu Ogimwa kana wazi Ogimwa was only nwere enuzu with your intelligence, you can't read between the line. A butcher this kind of thing, you reacted to it. So no could job but I be so they quite easy. In my head detention remember. So with this thing, the leadership will be the work was here that time. See, okay, the panic no Olonye man who knows Monyendu mgbe ha flash the first time or this onye hu onyendu ekwezi lawyers ga ahụ ya ekwezi ụmụnne ga ahụ ya ekwezi anybody onwezi the leadership no onwe ha can struggle to calm the whole tension down. The leadership we are trying to explain things, trying to inform coordinators to hold the family together, and these people were on a rampage, blackmailing China Sanwolu, DOS, China Kedozem, na heme kureke, blast everywhere. Na hele onyendu, and I send the personal email to the extent to the evidence. Mweze coordination na cause IPOB na underground the leadership amaha. This in the America na gazi into IPOB. Ask them now. How will I be here now? I'm not here. Be a Dublin meeting to convince Dublin zone to follow their department or their own group. I form more DOE from DOS to DOE. Net dissolve for DOS. Everything were all over the place. While the leadership was also trying to keep an eye on Yendu because a man in the zoo, the condition Yendu, is something that gives only a concern. And they follows this thing. So they follows this thing. So they made those attack pressure everywhere, trying to stabilize the IPOB not to lose. Hey man, the game war. India segment by segment. Gidoni Shiha, once they Gidoni Shiha, now the struggle will take a nosedive. And the mission of war, somebody, I think one of the Onyo Kikbeha, Onyen Dubla, why that now. Now, Mbeji Onyen do not body at Tibagana moto. Come moila the motor. No phony woji in the Kenya wonye say, Nakonya do Chaniaga hawe partisans of Ibuba to Ibonya. Nia all what you say, all what Onyen do may escape. All what Onyen do survive war. Now the plan behind the Hattori Bakataila the motor kubam. na ofu onye Chineke metụrụ aka n'obi sizi nna ya na onye a na ya amaghịkwara izi na eji egbu ya o na aka ya esoghị ndị ọzọ werezie nwayọ ọ bụrụzie mbụla ka ebulatara onye ndu while esetekwe m that lawyer na-ekwu okwu already on social media na-etweet different thing. If you know, you know. Akpọ nwanne onye ndu si that na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on mountain praying. The DOS are na-ajụ ya si ya ka ebe nwanne nwoke what happened ya bidoro bawara DOS bawa mba dị ajụ ya si ya nwoke makwa ebe bịara a chọrọ ịma ihe wee ebe nwanne nwoke ka mara ha ga-agwa the public gị nụ ya na-aba ya si na otu ya eche ya ya amaha na otu anyị sheme ya ka esheme ya na owotu esheme ya but nyanwa bụ onye nyere authorization ejiji Twitter handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-etweet that na onye ndu ga-abịa on air while ụmụ n'aka ndị nro ejie na-akọchi ebe ọnụ. Then ajụ nne ya, because I have to mention names, ajụ nne ya si kemgbe ị nụrụ with onye ndu last ịdị aware na onye ndu na Kenya kemgbe ịma ọ gala bịa before ka ọ nne ya were say na akwụkwa the last one ọ gara because the first one ọ gara ka ya dị aware but this one ya amaha but ọ na-communicate onye ndu ya aga ụkwụ n'aka this nne ya na this agadi nwaanyị a na-agwọ ofe agadi nwaanyị ụrụ ndị ụrụ this ụmụ agadi nwaanyị ndị a na-awụ na-eme nshi na-akwụ nshi n'ụlọ ọha nne ya wụ ya cover the thing up, lied to the leadership in front of everybody, lied. The woman lied to the leadership. In that situation, him ga do no wa Biafra say here now. Only you know to the leadership will make in such a way with this effort with the Mazi Chike, everybody trying their best, including the attack. And Omada highway akpo Mazi Chike dozem on a meeting to verify to Idria Hemren. Mazi Chike dozem no na azada ajuju. O mahana na ndo Omada highway connect the response of Mazi Chike dozem to the public in the internet in the matter na me nature. Mazi Chike dozem na eche na ya na-ekwuru ụmụnne ndị nwaanyị kpọrọ ya ni our mothers kpọrọ ya ni to ask what happened. Ka ọ na asị na ụmụ otu Mazi Chike dozem chi tayeri ọnụ ma okwuo something ọ na-ekwesịghị ikwu chee na ya na-agwa ụmụnne ya, that would have been a pure sabotage to the public. Pure sabotage. That would have destroyed Mazi Isaiah today. Mazi Isaiah is one of the finders of IPOB, if you don't know. But that one will be a story of another day. So Mazi Isaiah na voice ya a na-relay live on air, live on internet, na Facebook, in a meeting. Ekperima was playing it live. Ekperima, who was not in the meeting, was playing it. They connected it to his platform. He was playing it. Ndị mmadụ eke Mazi Isaiah na-asazi ajụjụ asị ndị ụmụnne ọmaha na oli enu aside. In internal meeting, eche na ọwụ him and oli enu aside. The sabotage. KGA, because they wanted to use it to nail Mazi Isaiah that he is any lecture okay make he pu njide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exonerated in the involved. He pu in the leadership. Kunu wa Biafrans Jakunu buo the leadership destroy ya and once you destroy it in absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have nothing else left. You have nothing else left. Do you get the point? As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their control, now all we send is unu Jakunu destroy ya the leadership one. Unu decide them wasn't here for game up. IPOB end. The struggle end. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer there. Unu because would wink Helunu towards that direction. The leadership tried their best and they maintained. He's not appearing anywhere. I said, okay, now what happened? The leadership had a meeting, member consultation. Since Umunonyendu cannot see him, lawyers cannot see him, what is the proof of life? Only him because in order. I couldn't do achievement IPOB leadership. Only here goes na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. Can you make proof? The leadership has into their drawing board. As it's okay. Here get many to pressurize Nigeria now to prove whether Monyendo didn't because someone is only what is going on. As it's okay. Let's Nagetinye sit at home. Nagetinye sit at home. So I get me a month 2 or 3 days gas na get me, and then all man dey respond na get push here to 1 week. All na respond na get put further here to stages by stages, So what I can sit at home or that shit. After an agreement made a consultation, both man dey no magna, everybody want to participate. All when they agree to be involved. Now the only way to contribute, now the only way to know. And what is the reason? To see whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or didn't do. Because access to him. Both they did not have access to him. Nobody knows more than the now. That is how IPOB leadership came with that sit-at-home order. 18 years they sit at home. And the response was awesome. What happened? IPOB leadership achieve. What has they achieved? Because it can happen immediately. No, you can make some little. You will show the guy that no issue than marching forward, ignoring him as if nothing happened. Or then the struggle should end. But the leadership actually the group Basa. They try to the struggle Basa. They want things, they want to get closure. They want to this struggle cannot end like this naked napre. No, it can't end this way. These men took absorbed all the whole attack in their banimre. They absorbed it. Evidence here, it is at home. Yeah, walk. Can they sabotage the sit at home? The same woman do not blackmail the leadership. And what is the sit at home for? For the benefit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and them. Because Hama no Hama, Anya Amagelatna, one Munanian meet here prior to the election 2023. Haglage meet say na niego for 2023 election. Learning Daniel how that more. Would I had the leadership got to say you want to know Bugaganariego for 2023 election. You people, I am telling you, none of you name IPOB leadership attack can endure 1%. Can accept. You can't the biggest sabotage the leadership in this world. You people are gifted. You don't know what you have. With zero finance, zero finance, KG hold will not get around something today. Zero. Now, can you money? So, this is it at home, and they need the logistics to also to make sure that men can make sure that would hold in a league. Okay, what happened? The leadership chose na our financial department. Ghana Radio Biafra. This woman will go to Radio Biafra. All of you who are following things will understand what I'm saying. It's not a blackmail. It's not to the matters. She will go on Radio Biafra without the approval of IPOB leadership. She will now go there and tell them, nobody can tell me what to do. It's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we want access to him. Access to him. The leadership will have access to him. Now, to give money for the logistics of the family on ground, Mandi Nandi di Hebrew diha, Momakanaga school, Mandi Merora, Mandi no logo, Mandi Aquaro, and I say, what they go because Onion Daddy available, what they go to we can keep those ones up and going. This woman is unless me I know from Onion. Now, how are you going to hear from Onion? The leadership also is working hard to get access to. So you have to keep everybody honest. You can never listen. And it's Onye is head of directorate. And the command the head department of security distant and the welfare. This woman akuche because the government manena one Gidonyi the second could share their financial department. Once you could share the struggle will automatically take a nosedive. That's why you have to praise and hold to the highest esteem the leadership of IPOB for tolerating this type of sabotage and betrayal of the highest order. Go and ask, and all of you know here, go and ask, which country that will function without a finance? Which will tell me? So IPOB still, and this thing we are going on, none of you knows. These men we are the same woman man onye ndu no na Kenya, the same woman buy a ticket, the same woman man na EGA, the same woman man rendition, the same woman chere na oga na say that na more or less me am with onye ndu the only person getting order. So what is the office of the head of the directorate? Because one record here now, okay, one accountability. Again, one onwe get record that na mgbe do to na issue money out to head of the directorate. So ya ku oni here now, because this is organization. You want to know the record, but you refuse access to fund for him. How do you want the head of the directorate even to sponsor people to go and visit Onyendumo, to go and search Onyendumo, to make contact with the Ndimoli assets? How? This is what they did to a man, grown-up men. Grown-up men. You are not talking about children here. Learned men in a struggle. They humiliated them. I tonight and I have the mother of all broadcast. Invite our people here, Kahanoya. I know that it will go viral tomorrow. Kahano, what will happen? So I'm waiting to this sit at home. Who sabotaged it? That no nyendu nane when neko examination hagaga because the sit at home, the first one, the thing is people respond. And what has you all of a sudden? And what has you Onyendu say call all the sit at home off? Onyendu that natively hate, and people are saying this is the only way to contribute. Onyendu no, I call her off. By then Nigeria go access because they could not believe Namure again with that kind of response from Biafrans in both home and abroad. A total shutdown, highest came back on the IPOB movement. Biafran struggle, total shutdown. Immediately here, Hammer or send this signal. Undi enyezi access. Access Onyendu. The very first message they were Onyendu. Na IPOB till they sit at home. No, they against Hana. No, man affect UNESCO. No, man can achieve exam. If they go one other thing. The very access. With age that sit at home where to Onyendu mama odendo. Dia would the first sabotage agragaro Onyendu immediately. I got Onyendu now the first one graga allow it to take until they put a court. Onyendu no. That is the biggest shock of the life of both Biafrans and the head of the directorate, the DOS. As a Lutesha wasn't there by and sit at home, Nana calls here off when Onyendu have not even come out in the public. A Lutesha meha stress everywhere. If you remember consultation again until I get to a conclusion, Mazi Isaiah has to go on air to announce to the Biafrans that now they sit at home and suspend the gate that Onyendu in order to do so. Or why Ben Sobu betray to the leadership. Because because the DOS obeyed Onyendu as no DOS doesn't obey Onyendu. Because the DOS obeyed Onyendu. That was where the problem started against the DOS. Why? The only thing they draw attention of the public, they support no onye court, onye council, na ego. The same woman in the public, Gagwan they matter that night will be leadership and non ego to suspend sit at home. Then Gazian Hazu, the same woman, this guy said, I asked him Nagama or her, but how can it work? How Gazian Hazu Gagwa Simon Ekpa no carry on the sit at home, her hijack is here. As soon as her hijack, the Nigerian more opportunity, is here, create is here the terror and when I leave. Because sit at home, it's not the first time I know Gloria. Sit at home of IPOB had been there since 2015. Is it 2015 or 2014? Emre, the forced to sit at home for fallen heroes. It has been there. So you can't tell me that you sit at home with them at 2021. Go on, if you are not, you know, May 38 and sit at home has been there. One of our major tools. How come say the compromise is here na 2021? How got support that is there? Was it my home was here? Ekpa issue was here order with the enforcement. And you're going to enemy enabling environment now. A dizzy, while all sit at home, nobody was attacked, nobody, no enforcement, people were peacefully sitting at home, nothing. All of a sudden, Ekpa always announced, he used once somebody the pronouncement, Nigerian army and their agent are going into action. Once somebody the pronouncement, and the pronouncement, they claim more responsibility. Then I just go be IPOB. Do you know the funny part? Amen. The thing happen be IPOB. Be the leadership. Only the pronouncement, no only claim a claim one. How happier they will leave him. They will come and say it is IPOB. But we may call us no onyamamra announcement. Nyama claim palare. Then assisting up IPOB. Do you see the whole thing? It was a very terrible thing. The leadership, the USA, the IPOB always going on air. If there's an issue with a statement to distance IPOB from whatever that is going. Because Aton was yelling their bani against the sit at home. Because the whole mission to destroy IPOB and her leadership. Tom won their bani against the struggle. Men the bani hated the struggle, hated IPOB. No one him book all for them. Ndị na ama ha nyelele na ka arụrụ ara ebreze mewezi attack the leadership. The whole thing at work was here. Advocacy na IPOB leadership they disobeyed. They can't cause the problem because IPOB leadership obeyed by suspending the sit at home, not cancelling, suspending, because the sit at home can still be used. May 38 is coming. May 38 is coming. It was suspended. They went in the back, got what the guy or carry on. The guy carries here on the So what happened in the process? Then I didn't was there time. On the same cap, I'm caught on here. I want to hear people I want people to be, because I could go carry Atrom come call wire code Hanya Maka, all the nonsensical rubbish Hane kuna social media ne fulu ndi ha fulu. You know, that's why I wanted to explain this. Now, so the first and the second, the kidnapping of Onyendu, therefore to the leadership women, even to secure him, and then the sit at home order. What happened? The next one. Go ahead. Let me go ahead. Now the third one I will see. But the leadership will sabotage this one. I say, now what is the next thing we will him? Okay, how's all the next thing in action now? And only do health issue or develop work, which were very serious concern to the leadership. So the leadership now just to get the awareness and get the public to know what is going on. So because they want to keep everything now to the public. The leadership there's a man so that onion do's health due to have a private delay again. Because they defeat how corrupt all sit at home. How corrupt again now. So onion the leadership manance that the head of onion do at the moment. So can happy the question that they man as a YPOB no one. What happened them? What happened? The same the same Setekwem people went and sabotaged it. Said that Nonyendu's health is in order. There's nothing wrong with him. That we are trying to create tension. The leadership is trying to create tension. Or mashik or wash. What we are saying here on our public. So him ne ku makandiara ano na ko eri na their platforms na ku inyo. So kahabia here dispute to open the line. He put to him ne ku wrong. Akwa hini leme na public. We are not saying here say they say he say are you sure? Are you sure? Do you go there? We are telling you what happened before everyone's eyes here. Are you getting my point? Health to Onyendu is concerned about. These people went to the public They use newspaper, they use Twitter, they use every media platform to announce that now IPOB is trying to, the leadership of IPOB, the DOS is trying to hype the situation of Onyendu. No one again. Just let it dirty effort on no, they just destroyed it. They just destroyed it. What is the achievement on IPOB leadership? What have they done? What are they doing? The fight they put through just to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know who is calling me here. I don't know. Please, if you want to call, you call on my. You have to. Please, Mazi, if you want to call, you call on my distance. Please allow me to explain this. So let's move to the line. Actually, can once and for all. Maybe another cheap can make a different thing. Please. So, with this thing, how sabotage that part na onye ndu eji ha. Then went and said, how much directing on social media? Uno chokwa the right up, Hanuga. Hasamazi was trying to hype the public. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no way him again. They made the leadership to look like liars. I manage ne push. These things are enough for these men to back out. To say, this is what you want to destroy your brother from the beginning to where we are until this very moment. No, gage boye me hemasrun. And at that time, now I say that now these people are trying to do is to disconnect Onyendu from IPOB, the organization with the backbone here, with the base here. And once this protection is out, Onyendu is vulnerable. I know that time. Being the matter name attack na while the units of IPOB, the zones and the national, they were battling in their units as well. People stopped contributing because Nyanya's actions. People stopped contributing. There was no fund. This period of time, there was no fund whatsoever. If any Jofo cannot get any fund to function. It's so sad. Now, what are we doing? Then Anagazi Kagagazi. I chọta lawyer if anyị ji ofe be the battle wa o battle katala here anyị wakwa ya ana support kwa with from different little ones anu na enweta because when e go den ana adizote isi me akpọmatazie Michael Zokome case changes egwu enwezi ihu ọ dị ka things obidla anya ọ dịwala in control of the whole situation. I couldn't do the achievement of IPOB leadership, they want to do that. They want to this one. Actually, who know how to defend the movement, defend the Onyendu. Man, that's now they are not on against this movement. Are the pure enemies that want Onyendu out of the way, and it's very unfortunate because we will hold everybody will be held accountable for anything peradventure him Onyendu. You got to learn. So I got one person. I got there. So the case in now. The case have go shape. A battle was a more quantical has a meweze henu ni made the case. A meweze henu ni me. I got court a win here. I got Supreme Court a win here. I got Court of Appeal a win here. I got African Court AU a win here the court case. I adhere to the conclusion, discharged and acquitted to Onyendu. Ekpa for almost 2 years or 3 years. And what Onyendu discharged and acquitted. Case I was here. That was in Egypt, the zoo, the enemy, Egypt go on na the scrotum. Makandine Swabeke. Egypt go on go. Case I will. Now, can Nigeria state get provided? The public or the international community know here the reason when Court of Appeal have discharged and acquitted Onyendu, when the federal court has said leave Onyendu, when Supreme Court have said leave Onyendu. Now Nigeria was here they defend the reason your court you see discharged and acquitted IPOB leadership and her legal counsel teams Kucheye na ya rubit there. Rubit. okwu nsọ Chineke ihe niile emeghe unu n'ihu because we need to narrate, we need to correct you, put you back to the track ka ị mara ihe na-eme. So ndị a na-emepe platform ha na-akọ bullshit, ha na-atụ achị ha na-akọ rubbish ha ga-emara what to, because it seems na unu like ebe a na-akọ asịrị na ebe a na-akọ akụkọ ha na-ehe tinye ndị content unu agadi aga na-eme ha. I want you people who unu jiri aka unu engage these people, this internal enemy, the willing to sue external enemy finally now. Hey, I might attack IPOB from within inside. I am the expose here. Mgbe what are the study na quoted? Okwu aguzi egbabiweze okwu there. Now, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor aga miame zokome agige suo Nigeria sengwa bia wetara nanya evidence gosiri that na ndị a unu proscribe bia gbanye ihe wudi ya offense. They sued Nigerian government. Come and tell us or tell the public offense of IPOB why you proscribe them as a terrorist organization. Come, hala onwe onye na bia court. Because na hana habia court ha hapu case ya heba. How happy you time because they have not come. And they have not shown up. There's nothing the lawyers can do other than to let the sleeping dog lie as an organ. I have body that case here. While they were telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, discharge and acquitted. Now, in general, onwezi he wuji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, and then when you convict the lesson or wonye Ikpen Armagondi IPOB na their legitimate, agitation for Biafra restoration or self-determination. All the go clear. Only that go free. The leadership put to the fight with their legal counsel. Everything that they go neat. Kidnap make it happen. I confirm go now extraordinary rendition. Which is in Nigeria and everything. The UN working group each go order and communicates that Nigeria should obey their own rules and regulations. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. What happened? The same people are gonna say, hey, they use Ekpa. They attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they attack Ozogome for nearly 2.5 years. Attacking also they even included P2B. They attack them like no man business. Autopilot, they attack. They are attacking our people on ground. They are attacking our mothers. They are attacking the sisters at home. They are attacking even the discharged and acquitted. What happened? The same people went in the back. First of all, be they blackmail who are these people. See na here, now they they don't want Onyendu to be released. Now they are because the narrative for Nigeria to spend money to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Onyega would they willing to? That's the question. Onyega would they willing to complete that here or gain the navigation of it Onyendunga? Because I caught all that tapu to I caught all that Odo ha ga ready to Onyendunga by getting discharged and acquitted. About now. So IPOB governs the international and diplomatic engagement. No gang IPOB leadership on. Onyendo Konoko get there Amba so MBA akwụkwọ report Ozokome blackmail all the man. Blackmail all anima. He must be sacked. He must be sacked. They are thief. They are that. My autopilot. Hey kuye. But we are Carolite. But we are kuide. Haka kuyonyendu. Harorias. Any fundraising. Kuide. Ha convince Onyendu elere a man that fought so hard from 2015 to the very moment. Onyendu decided to relieve this man out of office in the only one of the strongest, the only shield only at the courtroom. Onyendu, which would again, that the same mission on Nigerian government, from the beginning of adoption to the time Kahakano, they trick these people. Egajo, one that na Bintanyako had the capacity to jail Onyendu. How do you take years? Because and what about they willing to? And what about the trick in on to the extent even the Nigerian prosecutor just said that IPOB leaders were laying ambush on him. They were ambushing him in court. You can imagine. I couldn't that man in Joglo and that's an IPOB legal counsels and a mere ambushing him in court. Because I know what an fact and figures now. I need debating and I had a court to law na court. Use all your own law. Only do not him again. And the communique now back to the leadership. The leadership know why you need dispatch information to the members. And we can would have it somewhere. People will be there gradually now recover. Now what has he them again? The same people gradually say that now Mazi now actually share these people. Not how much you release Lonyendo. Not how much fools say I join ya. But there's a Mazi attack. All of a sudden, disgracefully, not in honor, disgracefully, they humiliated this man, Almighty Ozokome. They humiliated him. They blackmailed him. Or if I need you for, they blackmailed them, humiliated, disgraced them. This man, quietly, without any further anything. Not to create any chaos, not to create any rancor. They quietly walked out. Disappear into the background. Abia crozier all of a sudden. A trick wezi onyendu a trick here. No may accept. Now once what they accept to go back to appeal court. No once accept to go, he will got bail. And a trick onyendu na push onyendu. I don't say onyendu amagi here. Onyendu is very intelligent, but sometimes something can, always small little mistake. Yeah. And a trick na code that thing na do onyendu neji and I code the thing. They near come when you no me accept na ekpebiele ma mi bi ntanya ko ga nyi ebel no ga nyi ebe na ekpebiele ka ihe mere. The day heck baby listen onye ndu somehow give consent na agaghachi back to appeal. By then nke ahụ na-adịzi na ga-edischarge la kwiti akadidon ijide onye ndu was illegal. Nigeria ga respond to the international community. Why are you holding this man? Your court to say that he's discharged and acquitted. Why are you nga ngoku gara agbotoro nga the leadership no and the gang ekwu. These people decided to go and make it a tricky hunting, assisting onyendu. They give a consent and I got back to court. Since they are convinced, an agreement that Naga near bell, whatever condition, and Naga near bell. After I convinced onyendu, remember Mbonyendu. I try maybe after what the videos here because of the taking time. Remember Mbonyendu there's record the very first time Almighty Lion. Hamadike himself, who honor that the court, the whole Abuja distance still. I couldn't now. By that time, IPOB in Juna court. What happened? Oh, one they him in IPOB. They just put him the court. By then time, Zokem Jofo Potana court. He will address Umuchineke. He will address Biafrans. You will see the discussion, the debate, the argument in court, and the next step. But the case, you will have the case is now finished. Here, the case can what condition they release on you? Biafrans are supposed to deny the court because what we bell now, we bell what's in house. Here, the case is election na happier. More condition no just happen yet. Nigeria wasn't doing any other thing. But they decided they gawazie trick onyendu ya gawazie na accept. Once remember guys, I said onyendu the lion, the man uwanile na noli everywhere they do. Akobatazi onyendu na court. This omo lawyers in there, ndị onukwu na owo here. Nele ha sometimes we just kept quiet. Ndị okikpe ndị. The day onyendu bra court, the very first time after that accepting the lie here, the appeal court, accepting to go back to appeal court. Onyendu at their court that day. In my hand, because I believe that na ha run at the job before Onyendu. God knows what I'm around here, akpọrọzi onye ndu gbacha onye ndu that na everything adịgo set na ọwụ just ọbịa na court ka anyị nye kwuzi okwu inye bel onye ndu abịa na court gawazie to the table of ndị nri the prosecutors ndị na-ekpe ikpe ọnwụ ndị si na ha chọrọ ka enye ya ikpe ọnwụ ọkwa ha nwasị na life sentence adịghị mma na ọwụ ka enye ya ikpe ọnwụ na ọhịa chọrọ ka enye ya kwụnụ nụrụ ya na mgbe ha mere their conclusion ọwụzi ndị a gwụrụ onye ndu na ọ gaghị ana aha aka tens onye ndu almighty on that day ka m si game no oh my chineke masị chineke ọ gịnị mere hell chim what is going on almighty onye ndu abịata na court gaghị na ndị aka ha snọbụọ ya hey mas what the snob onye ndu the biggest shock of my life and everybody they concerned onye ndu abịa court ha snọbụọ ya almighty onye ndu wefụtara aka na ndị aka ha snọbụọ ya I think mgbe aha ka dị onye ndu brain ya everything came to I think that time onye ndu realized that how and remember in the same court mgbe aka onye ndu ji kusuzu ụmụnne na court na ma adịghị happy n'ihe na-eme na m dị disappointed unu hụrụ that part of video pụtara na which ha nwa court ha amaghị na onye ndu ga-ekwu ihe dị ụta but the video captured that particular small section that I'm adịghị happy n'ihe na-eme I'm not happy with you guys because it reduces onye ndu to nothing. Hang on, come with a charger here before here. Come with a small thing. Okay. Yes. Here na sign book on bear with me. Ask them come me here too, but I'm almost 3 hours. Let's see. Hang on, I want to put this thing. Don't we care? Not small time before battery appear one as well. Because just bear with me. All right. Now, so. Has no bonyendu. That was the time the man and there is gonyendu imi. He destroy gonyendu. Kehemre ne my nature something. Kehemre within that time. Set come up on social media. As soon as onyendu accept that thing. So come up on social media. Say that in Ugo, no the whole case of onyendu, they have to now start all over again. Now got start is afresh. Mazi Chineke pulling her job. How did we get here? How can somebody say na yawo onye okikpe ga-eje pụta say that na the schedule acquitted everything na enwetara onye ndu na aga na ọ ga-ala na aga ebidozie n'isi now. See, that means a ga-ekpegharịzi ikpe and ndị a nwa ka ị ga-ekpe ndị a ga-ekpe ka ikpe lara ha now and a chụpụla ndị nwetara this thing. That means onye ndu have accepted that na ikpe ka ekpere before na ekpeta here. That is the schedule acquitted. He na no kwego that na ọwụghị so na aga ebidozi n'isi. Kenye ze ye gino kwani ke ha genye o decide na kute de nyere ye kenya kinya nwa reverse now ko nwere ho so aga enye nunu gwam the word since ye shi na decide na kute ndị emebi obe gino kata bi ekweze si na aka chi back to the appeal court ka appeal court nye hu decide na appeal court o nyere decide na kute o ka ha nyeze gino what else ka ha ga-enye gị. Are you getting my point? This is the question I'm not doing on social media at that time. See, this appeal court now actually now from the charge and acquitted back to appeal court. Okay, you do what? Or who the same appeal court the charge and acquitted? Come on, or freedom. The charge and acquitted. So I need explanation. Ndi matter be one. Ndi se ha na ha gra trumbu na ha gura. Hagro ke ụmụnụ na like ndị na-eturu n'ọnụ because anyị adịghị etu ọnụ anya ha na-egosi ha iwu ihe awụ ụmụaka ka na saa ahụ ka anụ na primary school mgbe anyị gawuri anyị mewere njem ha pụtara bịa gụ na ụmụ dị charge and acquitted ụmụ na ha emeghe the onye ọkaikpe attack ụmụ dị charge and acquitted. All of you started hating Mazi Uba, started attacking me for no reason. Mazi, even though Nanya Agoho law, but this is common sense. How can somebody who is discharged and acquitted is going back to acquit? Although Coach Agazi, he chose or what we work see that he should have it only in Agasina they should know what happen. I don't know, I couldn't explain the whole thing. They turn our people here, all of you, they turn majority of you against Mazi Uba and Powaze Momo discharge and acquitted. There's a hard copy in hundreds, say screenshot or a GMA broadcast, GMA program. People are now again who their father there. They who Isaiah Uba that you have seen even the Biafran genocide. I am the one that found it here with that discovered it here. What happened? How many millions? All through me. The very first time I heard such a thing in public. The video got viral. On YouTuber. Well, I'm an ass man and I'm on YouTube. Until na YouTube that I'm back, I'm gonna be there. But a man who make posts on Facebook. The mad YouTubers are get bored the thing. Ekpa That is discovery at Ipob Island. I made him here as himself, Master Ipob Island discovery. Because I want a personal praise him, personal appraisal. They don't need it. Honesty, truth and honesty. She blew to Yana. Every time I say we have filed. I then say this was a picture. I got caught. India don't care the well-being of Onyendu. They don't care anything. They are just there trying to. How am I at the picture? In a lady hotel, I got caught in a lady hotel. The hotel not transparent. It's like anyone who want the body language of Onyendu. They concern his way, the way or reaction here. But these people are coming only. Can say picture. You cannot see them debating, you cannot see them arguing, you cannot see them questioning the judge. What is it? Unless this law hold this. Something hane me and I'm arguing at court. Hana wage while Barisi Fanye Jofo make you can see what transpired inside court. Their argument. And where they were, where they are, how they quash one count, how they quash the two count, they left with the court or the lawyer court the court, or the quash the 4th and 50 charges. Ndike they have they didn't quash anything, nothing what we didn't nothing. We have fired, and I queen, and it's a picture such a halaw naneg. Una amaghi na ọwụ mgbe the government patara ndị ime na-use ha to play you, to downplay you. The more ụbọchị unu na-aga, the more moral unu na the weak. Onye ahụ emere for months until he ruled the stage oru. What happened? Emegide ha na-akpọ egwuregwu na-akpọ ya. Anyị na-ekwukwe see several times me post weye. Mazi Nwuru abịakwa out of anger and provocation. Mazi Nwuru abịa on social media say lekweni ihe ndị a na-eme na onye ndu atụkwala nka na ndị a memilakwala onye ndu na onye ọbụla ti ikwu ọnụ na aka agbawa ndị a ka ha sị Chinasa nwere okwu pele ọnụ ya na-eweta ya egbo ha kwuru eweta egbo ha kwuwe ya ndị ke otu hụ na ndị nyetụwa ha ego data ma kenụ na Lagos ugwu ori nwaanyị ma akwuole m achọghị m ikwu much. But I can say the majority of ndị ụmụaka nọ n'ụlọ nwere nsogbu n'ụlọ aka ya sochi ya. That olukwuo. Mgbe ndị mmadụ ga-ebido gbafuwe ihe o kwuru na ihe ebe ọ dị involve, unu ga-amara ọnọdụ ya na Ipob. Chronic hapụ aka hapụ ikwu ego dị. You know? Now, these things are na-eme. A na-akpọ ya ụra. Before na amara ihe na-eme. Ebidozie gawazie from the charge and acquitted back to court. After the DOS, the leadership and her legal team fight everything to get everything they needed for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be safe. To avoid this illegal sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The leadership. Akuno dua here the leadership umre. Akuno dua ele hem achieve. Akwa ha gwa unu that they disobeyed. Everything, every action the leadership will take is in the interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the organization, not for their personal interest. Not for the personal interest. All their engagement, everything we are in the open. But there are some certain things the engagement advisors, they can't come out and say, I can help you now, I can help you thought I won't want on after. And I can hear me now. You don't do that. No, what in I was in what I can have ever find out. Do you get what I'm saying? The leadership and keep ndị ka ekwesị keep na-emekwu unu engage. Anyị na-asụkwa unu continue, be strong, continue. Until ndị akpọrọ onye ndu gaghachizie to court. Now, for them to find within this time and they are likely to court of appeal. Can we ihe guy or haka si na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-eme ihe illegal. O setekwa ma agata n'azụ. Gaga were this file nene Mazi Ejiofo ji Nigeria na-ekwe ha bịa court. Gaga n'azụ. Gebru the file. Convince onye ndu. Gaga were the file. Biazie na court about IPOB. Here one day gbara ọsọ raise the file, biazie back to the court. Eji proscribe IPOB. Immediately ndị ahụ that opportunity has to see that na IPOB na prescription how can do. But the same man who onye publishing, we are not blackmailing, because I had somebody asking stupid question with this guy the other day. So the same person who onye biakurani, the same man, the same lawyer who onye bra na public biatora IPOB as that IPOB has been disproscribed. Niye nwetara ihe a na n'Enugu. To get you to trust them that they can do something when they were lying. Here we paper publishing on social media that an IPOB have been disproscribed. The same person in say that an IPOB have been disproscribed. Again, we file again to the court. The IPOB has been proscribed. Now the law, the court was the prescription in place. Na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also na this return on ya na this retrial ya na ka ejiziri raise some of those things prosecute we say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no na lead legal this one no broadcast about the procurator but here Zokome and the barrister for the Jofo argue wash her out okay return was the back return wire back and you go ku has na one more discharge and acquitted na lawyers attack it's not attack. And why be here na can always danger. It's not an attack. These people should either name a mission, either na hana no enemy, or na actually destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and this struggle. My people sometimes na put up a program na say na heni la name is to turn Mazi Nnamdi to distance Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB. And once many no need to go on as boso. Once na has succeeded in this. The same man I go on social media. I can see that na those who are IPOB called enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now those are the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called his disciples Kasogene. That ye de hini leudre. Mana just say my Hindu the Kashon they contradicted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Mana say this man now put on social media net. Actually, one that the Nandi G Ekpa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu how why he on it. Na ha ga were this in present na case Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look when onye Ekpa represent you because that opportunity is important. That's why what the BBC ne dey hini legal contradict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the nwoke gbo kan katara the other day. I put I say that na the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is secured in DSS more than being outside with IPOB and the leadership. Yeah, he mad Chineke ekwu. Oh, one day for trying to go say that the DOS na ha to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put. But he say that na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na DSS no the more secured there than anyone na campaign ko put. Na me broadcast Kanu nta na put here be na achimochi. Na achimochi di na eji emoji na achimu a campaign for the freedom of his brother. Ye there yes I should cry him hard. Make a that na heart attack no get make it. Na na more come na campaign na ekwu nro nwanne mu. Na just say okay. What does this thing mean? Ke ho nya na akọwa. Ofuta na nwute eji nchiji eji nwanne nwoko. Ndị say that na blood it is thicker than water. Ndị na amaghị ihe. So in na kekwa na ijiji eji nwanne nwoko na egwute m here. No one to him. Oji na apụta here na eji emoji na achimochi. Na amokum. For what reason? Only here to get can you hear this guy mean? So the whole thing was psychologically I was thinking, what the hell is going on? You know, like this man. Or any other thing need involved right now, man. Engineer make campaign in a broadcast. I spend my time what time here. You like that chimoche, mockery. It's okay, I know. Now, where the way? In summary, we can make a line here because I got them 2 hours. Master okay. and you could let this in and guy would root at this level. Now, until that day, that day that shocked everybody, that got the whole entire Biafra from the north, east, and west and south, ice cold. Igbo land and the whole entire east, in fact, even entire Nigeria were completely like graveyard. Like graveyard. How make it here? Push you don't. I pay or pay brave. From the shed and acquitted. I push you don't. I provide the Allah they said. I provide because it challenged them that the motor should be record without Onyendo accepting to go back to trial. I got a hack and gap of them born the shed and acquitted. Be face a trial. But for the fact he didn't accept the consent to trial. Omuhonya poftarian. Ogaraka mayaka no wedding gahon. Omuhonya poftarian, omuhonya mwene or Puno must face trial. In fact, that time, I remember that time, how brought the foreshot that Onyendo will go to trial. Mazi Isaiah get tweeted that now Onyendo cannot stand trial. He can't go back to trial. Ken enter Gawana social media immediately. Can say that now my brother must stand trial. More core IPOB leadership for saying that their leader will not stand trial because he has been discharged and acquitted. Immediately on the reaction of people, Yaga get deleted the tunnels bozbo. So where is this place? The leadership major. Until he make it here, until that final day. Final day. The measure the pronouncement. Since the Onion doing Banaka here. Has is in our not only and broke. To the extent I got today. And these people, Ndi Onion do Garena has stop has no boy. We are saying that Nonyen do never see near Eto and how we can broke her hatch or apples. No, we be a book at any. Now, Umuchineka Manahano here, no in truth and honesty. How do you feel looking at Onyen do Nane Kuzoku, somebody I ain't Naka here from the Shadan Akuded and Kuzoku Sina, actually to Yanga, Mpuroko Bubu? How do you that day? Kehono like Aponola Chobinaka that day. The two Munia were comfortable. They were comfortable. Ndike no na come on social media here no na ko iri akọ ma ke no need limro no ka catfish. All of them no na ko iri. Na ko iri na akpanyo mu discharge and acquitted. What were they face? Ke they face head na ele ihe mere na court that day. Until he made that pronouncement here. Season na to lo nyendunga. Onye ola na ajuzi say how on earth ke ka ha shi me. I said, I has not blame game. I know Uzo Anaga Nagi it cause very much problem. No, Nagi has not. I am make it until her Atonian Dunga. He disappear. All of them, he disappear. All of them, Boganyo Moody started and acquitted. He disappear. Milan for 1 month plus. All of a sudden, I'll do you now. Hell, the wire left our way again. Onyendu say, go and meet Onyendu in Sokoto. As if in that you see, can you also produce people? What are they talking about? So in Sokoto no was ila head when you go and meet Onyendu in Sokoto. Gaga confirm Oheku na Sokoto. Ndi hine na di eme Onyendu shinantela. Onya chori igbu egbu. Asisi na ozi na asị na that man man ulo na asị na ogbubu ka na egbu Onyendu. Ndị zu aga ha waste time. Because all the one word hatcho. That pronouncement one head 3K or be back to trial. Can we a reason again reverse any lay person or the shadow acquitted. And the hand succeed here. All of a sudden, these same people within the Patran say, can we do what have you people done? Can we do what have you know? The same people who wanted to fight for the church and acquitted of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they not calling for protest? Why are they not doing it? Got this level for 4.5 years with Ronnie and Luther. All of a sudden, in a twinkle of eye, just within 7 months, 6 and 7 months, Ronnie and the boy now on Neki Wuji na Henny Landia. Uno job between them and the DOS. Onye meronye nduhe mereni today. Do you see what we're saying? Now I want to open the line. Call Wani your own take now. At least I will leave this line open. Let me see what is the time. Let me see. 2 hours. Okay, come near another 30 minutes for phone call. Call us. Our number is there. So I'm telling the WhatsApp. The line is now open. Call us. Please help Willem. I'm going to say, we wait for them until he put their nonsense, or their rubbish. As no one do has said that they should create another movement. Can you imagine? No one do braha, nahagra honyen. No one do say create another movement that will be completely away from IPOB leadership, but it will be also under IPOB. Oh, no, program hammer. Let's answer this call. Caller, hey, Mazi. Okay, let me. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Please go ahead. Noise carrier. Yeah, go ahead. Mazi, I know him. No, you're gonna quite go ahead. I know him. Okay, Mazi, go ahead. 2 minutes, Buko.
Yeah, I know. In details. In fact, what you are just saying, you just gave the detailed analysis of what transpired. But when we came to each food, we take that one.
Okay.
Yeah? One with the leadership, the zoo lawyer, the zoo government, Nnamdi Kanu. The leadership, the lawyer, because Ejofo Roshri, that is with the Hamadike Accord. Ejofo Roshri, he made effort to see him. He couldn't see him. Then the leadership as a movement near nobody, because things are that fly over that in fact no one in that garden to the next day. So the leadership has said that now they can lock down Biafra land. Anom na Biafra land that every Monday now they went total lockdown. Even some people say Oga walk.
Yeah.
I can remember vividly on Friday, because that weekend was so hot in Aba. People were rushing to go and buy food stuff, to prepare themselves for that day. Then everybody that said that Tomako on Monday, Sunday night, the paper pulls Oboya, the sun,
How just a Carlos
no, yeah, now I can't sit at home. Even many of my friends who are calling me, now I can't sit at home. That the leadership I can't got the. They can make contact as only the then Imabu have not said anything, and then the leadership have not made any official pronouncement in regards to that. They can't when you to now because of NECO. Now I can't sit at home. Then the leadership see that they are hopeful that the sit at home will continue. Then that Monday, Emirates sit at home. It was successful. It was massive. Then before the next Monday, Kahem has information from Onyen to see that they should lift the sit at home. By that time, the lawyers are Onyen to
yeah.
Then they lift to say that. That day, the leadership of the Mazi Jonathan when anchor that program. So even the people, the leadership, but they have to obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they lifted up. When they lifted it up, all of us, even with IPOB ethics, and that was tutored by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu said that IPOB is a hostile military that is commander. Simon Ekpa who said that Samuel Ekpa, that in fact that the struggle of a lot of pilot, how that was how autopilot came on. That only
Mazi line na court. Mazi line na court. A lot of people are calling.
Yeah, when I get control with the sister too. What's with that? This is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us, that we should obey our leaders. That I feel that we need to know more that all command and control. That was how I retraced my step. Immediately, he said, no, we must follow whatever the leadership said. Is what we, and let me tell you that the leader, on what anything this leadership have done that have more leaders, even when America was centered, I felt that Nana gave put him and us every Nagi, but they came say everybody should calm down. And I really thank God for that, for the wisdom these people are, the leadership are exhibiting. Because Nasuno Chisike, Una Galamba. This over Hebrew last time. I don't know if you remember. After the last controversy, he said that these people are coming in patches.
Yeah.
Because this one now, they're more severe than Kebrima.
Yeah.
Because the narrative they are pushing all that to the people that even they recruited some of us now to start fighting against the leadership. Now, in fact, they push you after the Nnamdi Kanu. Now, over here, Kanu be only very better today. Also, that now, even the member the last that these politicians, none of them will go back again. As is in the Nnamdi Kanu. We then put in another thing. Now, what's second hand? You see what they are doing. So, him to the Punya, Unuchisike. Actually, I'm somewhere the can somebody tell me one single thing that the leadership have done that have sabotaged this problem? Nobody has given me answer. I so much believe in the leadership, and my spirit strongly believe that they have no compromise.
Thank you so much. The phone is ringing madly. It's ringing madly. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Go ahead, please, in 2 minutes, because the phone is, my goodness me, you people can hear it, the buffing off here. Go ahead, please, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
You're calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, Wolito Lugu,
Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, go ahead. What is in your mind, please, in 2 minutes?
My contribution is just simple, because looking at how the brothers are even jeopardizing the whole thing, is they are actually personalizing the struggle as if it's a family business. But because of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, at least,
Yeah.
For me, let's do our part because of Biafra restoration, not even Nnamdi Kanu at the moment. There was a time I almost take my life from Nnamdi Kanu. I never knew that the brothers are as useless as ordinary ragging get them. The siblings they are nothing to write home about. So just for the fact that many people are giving their life because of Biafra, that's the only reason. If not, somebody like me, I don't really want to go the other way, because looking at it seems that the brother even want to wish him. They are wishing him dead. Not that it seems they are wishing him dead. Maybe they are using him to bargain for power or other things. That's their business. But because of Nnamdi Kanu, we encourage the leadership. Let's march. If it's protest, I think the youth in the East, in fact, we are 100% ready. Let them just give order for even for the. I want our leader to be out, but at least for Biafra restoration, because a lot has gone.
Of course. Ndewo, unu na-ekwu okwu maka leadership. Unu na onwe unu ha gị na-ekwu ihe awụ na-enyete this information ka unu nwee ike mara what has transpired within this period of time. Na ha just na cover up
now. Oh, those one with the high IQ, you know what is going on. But I'm not about IPOB. We started it from the beginning.
And autopilot is a very, very hard lesson. I can't say people learning a hard way. IPOB really learning a hard way through what happened with autopilot and the Mazi, thank you very much for your call.
The siblings with this
enable them. Ndị kparịrị nwunye nwanne ha nwoke a na-abụ nwunye nwanne ha nwoke ka ọkwa. They didn't utter any word. They didn't. Humiliate. To the extent they threaten him. They threaten Onyendu for going to see Onyendu and they reporting to the public what is the Hana. Anything that meant well for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they against it. This our sister Graga Onyendu Biakowa here observation. You won't tell him to take what even now one IPO. Be like GMA program. A GMA program. A woman who a mother sort of fight yet the insecurity no put you the way our mothers behave. All of the sudden they actually were. Mazi, thank you very much for your call. Let me take all that call. I want to accommodate as much as I can. A lot of calls are coming in. Thank you for your calling. Thank you. Mazi. Please, the next caller, tell us your name and where. Oh my God. The next caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. It's really ringing off the hook here.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening, please. Go ahead. 2 minutes, I beg. You can hear the phone ringing off the hook here, please.
Okay, Mazi, good evening.
Okay.
Let me just say thank you for the, for the broadcast. Well done, well explained. Anyway, it is for those who are still in doubt. Somebody like me, there is nothing one can say that can convince me to stop believing in the leadership. In a movement like this, it is only an institution like IPU, DOS that can restore whatever we are looking for. And in this case, we are looking for Biafra. So the whole thing playing out now is a kind of an advanced psychological ops. And when we people that now, the people that brought the whole idea could be any of the foreign governments that gave Nigeria the advice. So, there's still a kind of destabilization among us. And the people said they are using. Don't be surprised. Some of them know, but out of cruelty, out of wickedness, because they couldn't, kind of secure their agenda in Ipob, for example. I can't believe that some people like the guy in Austria, even in the guy in Italy said, that they don't know what they are doing.
They know, Mazi. They know. It's just a typical lying to themselves.
Out of wickedness, understand? They know. But just for the fact that, just to, he had a MMAD because they couldn't, secure the agenda. That's why they are doing what they are doing. So, in conclusion, because many people are born, we are solidly behind the leadership. The little ones, the cockroaches in their page, don't be surprised. They are computer-generated names.
Yeah.
So Biafrans are solidly behind the leadership, and the Biafrans we are wise, so we know the truth. We know the one that is not truth. So our leadership, and we are hearing Biafrans. We are solidly behind you, and whatever happens, we will restore Biafra because blood has been shed. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are working tirelessly, trying to ensure that you also come out. Please listen to the institution if you have formed. Don't allow your siblings to keep deceiving you.
Ndewo, thank you so much. Ndewo, thank you so much. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Thank you, previous caller. Oh my goodness, this phone is ringing badly. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. 2 minutes, please.
Ndewo Isaiah, thank you so much for this wonderful broadcast. You just pop up here, and then I want to go to gym, so I'm back. I'm getting here. You say 1 hour now is going to almost 2 hours. I really appreciate it so much. You have said it all. And actually, me to Biafra, simple questions. What do we learn from here? It's a very simple thing, If the Untold do in Kenya, all of us will not even believe. But now I have tried all the leadership right now. So now, one of the DOS member, I have explain a lot of things. I know this for a long time already, you know. But Biafra, I want you to hold these people responsible. I'm not one by one. And you see those people that always say that Nnamdi Kanu says that the leadership of IPOB, DOS want to replace Nnamdi Kanu. They are the criminals. This is the autopilot. Have a group. The first group who Simon Ekpa was heading it. The pillar of those group is Nyanya, Kanunta, Darlington, Metu, all those lawyers, they are the ones. Let me tell you, all of them, they know they will go to jail by killing our leader. Now criminals, and most of us who the IPOB thought that those people are members. Separate Hama, they use their family, they use their kids to ask for money, pay because of that was our, you know, the way we are as a Biafra, trying to help. But I am under our enemies of Biafra. But Biafra, I want you to right now, be very strong and support this leadership. That's the only way we can be safe. But thank God that do you remember that our leaders, Mazi can pray for over this leadership? He pray and cry, say, God, give me men. Those are the men right now. But the government are using most of the criminals among us, some by Fulani's blood, you know, to destroy this. But you know, that it will be no human being will destroy them. But I want to appreciate our leadership so much because they have done a lot. You know, I was feeling so bad about this. All the whole narrative, the way you explain everything, you know, it's really heart touching. I don't want to, you know, become to talk about everything, but all of us as a Biafra, we have to learn. What is the meaning of learning? Now we have to start debunking any garbage we see in the Facebook. Now, the only way you can hear the truth of this struggle right now, if you really want to, I want to know we're going to go as a human being, go for Radio Biafra.
No.
If you know any member of DOS right now, if you are confused, ask him any information. They are the one that will give you the right information. But any person, you know, putting the picture of Mazi Kanu on the Facebook or the flag, trying to paint you, trying to say something that to please you, they are the criminals. Let me just tell you the truth.
There were Mazi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, the next caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. You've been through now. Some of you can keep trying until you get connected, please. A lot of calls. My goodness me, a lot of calls. Please keep trying. I will try my best to. Yeah, go ahead, please. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Mozambique.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a big program, and I'm very happy now. My name is Silimena Pamefuna. Only one or two things in Chile add to the leadership because this struggle will do see again. The moment expect now, apart from all this lawyer through na lawyer na that's got alternative will be their own lawyer.
Mazi, if you have listened to what I said here, I detailed everything in layman's understanding, and you know, people are trying to extricate, exonerate these lawyers, the sabotage from discharge and acquitted to life sentence. Somebody, I get accountable. Anybody trying to exonerate these people, that person he Polonian Duashi, Pokwa the IPOB as Pokwa Henila and Masses. The India Hene Shushi. It can't be, there's nothing. They can't tell me otherwise.
Because China Sangolu no lady or Nekuna Konin Nokwanga Kana Jet, all of us were crying. Oh no, Bakwa. Get the high, Ndaji everywhere, not here, Nana Kosego,
Kamado Putra now. After all this thing, now Kamado Putra, we don't know Jiria, the name of Trapa, Ndishi IPOB, the leadership of IPOB. Ndimana Hana Bono Tatana social media, Bona Quino, nonsense.
No.
Nonsense.
When
Nonsense.
you look at them, are they human being, one animal? Mmadụ na-ata afụ na-eme ihe niile na-atụ aja dị iche iche ka ihe nwee isi ha na-eme sọngasa. For how long?
Ndewo, Mazi, Ndewo. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This leadership na ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma.
Ndewo.
Ihe niile unu na-eme onye nwe anyị ga-anọ n'ebe.
Onye ọbụla must be strong. All hands must be on deck. It's not about the leadership now. Everybody, we are fighting for survival now. Look at the state of Nigeria now. You can see that these people are coming. These people are coming. Most of
us are not outside the we are not happy. We went to I told Nigeria, not even here, so that they can learn our culture, many things, but it's not possible because of all these things.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your call. And the next caller you have been through now, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Mazi, good evening, sir. Good to see you here. Happy New Year's.
I wish you the same.
This is Dave calling from Georgia.
Oh,
yes.
Mazi, thank you for coming through.
I'm contributor sharp because I'm on a lot of causes coming in.
Oh my God!
So you know, So you know, this your explanation. This program you made, the email series and several times. Most of all these motherfuckers they know what they are doing. I got to say that, but all the very, very unfortunate that will tell you why this critical condition despite the fight we fought, dismantle that experimatoyanga. These motherfuckers honey le put up one no now. The truth of the matter they can do whatever they want to do. But the truth of the effect of the long-term effect of what they are doing now. But one thing they should understand that now. A leadership that is in control, in charge of this movement now. You won't cheat, compromise and go denounce this thing. By now, our land would have been rampage with all these the terrorists. Yet, upload the whole insult Mazi Chike Dosiem, but that you do interview now. This I watched everything on life. Name the man intimidate that's name a whole directorate of state. When you see struggler, name intimidates. That's not but then Gasa and Haji Sike. But then Nnamdi Kanu, it must come to pass. It will take how many years for you to destroy IPOB, and it will take how many years to penetrate the leadership of this organization. So that man is a prophet. There's not with or without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The truth of the matter will Biafra will be restored.
Simple.
And we are restored.
Simple.
How about themselves?
Simple.
How about themselves? Lazy. Because one day IPOB can restore Biafra, and I will see what's going to be their fate, where they will be at. Because I got trouble to Bamba. I got trouble to Bamba. I will see what's going to happen. How many for now? But I need
Ndewo, thank you so much, Mazi. Ndewo, Mazi. The next caller, please, you've been through as well. This phone is ringing. I don't think I've done even a program that I've received such a number of calls with it. Please go ahead and tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Thank you, Mazi, from calling from Georgia. Please, the next person, go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, sir.
Ndewo, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Ipob Media. I'm calling from Ghana. Mazi, I want to really assure you all, the DOS, that IPOB, we are intact. We are not listening to money mongers, those that love money more than their life, those that love money more than those that have died for this struggle. They should come and see our executive meeting. Just within, I don't want to mention. They should come and see our executive meeting to the talk of what we call for the general. So the OSU should not panic. We are with you people, 100%, at all times. Man, let me say, they were asking about the achievement of the DOS. Let me just mention one because you didn't mention it.
All this thing, them go share or what they get here now.
Yeah. But I want to mention one of them. These people forgot that the word that the Nigerian government, they fought and they put IPOB number 10 terrorists in the whole world. And this DOS, they fought until our name was clear from that 10 terrorists.
No, here. How many was the fight here? 2023. It was the St. Patrick here, Kamino Bondi, the International Terrorist Index. I tagged them. They blocked me, which I even posted the blockade they made. Facebook signaled me that the World Terrorist Index blocked me because of exposing them by tagging IPOB, self-determination, a terrorist group. I was asking them in that program because the whole world was watching. It was on a St. Patrick Day, so I choose the time. I tagged them on the program and the event, and they said, "This is IPOB here. This is Biafra here. How can you tag this group of people participating in an event of this magnitude, a terrorist organization? Can you explain that?" Immediately, how that video and everything, they blocked me. They also go to Twitter, they blocked me, which I posted it on social media as well, with a screenshot of those blockade. So we did a good fight. Somebody is coming here, talking and asking this kind of questions. And they were lying. If you look at their program, looking at their face, you will see grown-up men and women talking like it's person here.
Mazi, we are waiting for them. We are waiting. I think they said they want to announce their own DOS. We are waiting. We are going to.
That's onion. That's onion.
I got
Look at what people are. What they are saying. Onion do say how they should form another movement. Look at what these people are doing. They don't care. Thank you so much, Mazi. Let me take this call as well. And thank you for your call. I really appreciate that. Thank you. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you come from, please. You've been through. Oh my God, the phone. You've been through, Mazi. Go ahead.
Good evening from my location. Am I coming out clear?
You are coming out clear, please. 2 minutes. Because I didn't expect that, Mazi.
Yeah, Deputy European Rep. There we Biafrans, good evening. This is the radical Okija Biafra man.
Oh, much neck and down.
There for your wonderful expose on the workers of iniquity. Mazi, I remember sometimes I have been talking about this set of people since 2023. Is it not clear to Biafrans to understand that these people have been bought over? And Mazi, we must talk about those who clap for these the same people. People like Achalugu, people like Methuselah, who clap for them, who want some people to be crucified in the altar of Methuselah and Achalugu. Today, they have seen what we are saying. And the fact of the matter is that, Mazi, in this very struggle, if somebody claims to be member of IPOB, as Methuselah always presents himself on TikTok, saying he's a bona fide member of IPOB, a media broadcaster, and I was in the program and I asked the host, ask this very guy, when do you pay your monthly dues last? Since 5 years and 4 months. And he ran away from the program. These are the living in deniers we have in our midst. I want to appreciate IPOB leadership and telling them that they should continue their good work.
The leadership, we don't want to because the leadership for them to stay put for this long time, taking all this bloody bullying and the attack that have unprecedented attack I've never ever seen in my whole entire life. Even when you do outside, Onyendu we are taking a hit of attack and all. I don't think Onyendu have ever come across anything like this. This is the biggest one, and even in the Gilahanso, you can, like you rightly mentioned, you said some certain people, you can see what they are doing. Lying to their teeth, lying, broad day lying. Yeah, Mazi, we saw the actually the IPOB actually form another movement. Look at their life. Then actually form another move. Look at them.
Mazi, these are the same people that will be on their program, telling people they don't need position. They don't need any position. They want to stand by the truth. Today,
they have taken position of the head of media in their department. So these are the hero worshippers who will be on their program calling people hero worshipper. And I said to them that that name called hero worshipper is supposed to be their surname and their middle name. What I want to say to IPOB leadership, I want on Azu. We people to carry on, continue to pilot this very wonderful ship or flight. We are behind you. Anything that they are dishing out that is not coming, unless for those who don't understand the meaning of freedom fighting, who don't understand the meaning of structure, who don't understand the meaning of foundation. Unless when Onyen, I said it on my program, without Onyen regaining his freedom, no message that is coming from that Sokoto that we are going to take. And I'm saying it with boldness, because any message that comes from that Sokoto from this moment, it has been compromised. It has been compromised. So, thank you for the wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Okijaman. You know, this is the thing I want. He mentioned to now that actually I want to add it here now. You know, and in case the people who have access to Onyen, because I don't have access to him. You know, the leadership is working hard to make sure that the information that goes to the public is something that will protect IPOB both on international community and also present what they are fighting for. Now, how do you justify, Mazi? I'm getting you through now, but hold on 1 second, please. Just hold on there. Now, how do you justify? How do you, Biafrans now, all of you should listen with me. Does it not make sense if actually no Onyendu Nezi, these people losing? The type of words, Mas, just hold on, please. I know my to you. Now, does it not make sense? Does it not make sense that now, no these people meanly well to Onyendu, now he meanly well to Ndiebani, now he meanly well to the organization of IPOB restoring Biafra? Isn't it better that now? Dika Mazi Ozokome and Mazi Barrister Jofone na he nweta ozi from Onyendu, he will the leadership. The leadership will filter it, analyze it, present it in a way orderly, protective to the people and also to the benefit. It does not remove Onyendu's being the leader. It does not remove the authority of Onyendu. It does not reduce the Onyendu's, you know, presence, if you like. Because at the end of the day, it's Onyendu, but his men is still working. Onyendu gana na church. Ya chose Oji will go to the men. Before I'm landing, he gonna hold result. He gonna no neighbor na we as the Quenpoto Megan, the but the enemy gonna without the message that now the man here basically does not stop enemy. Now, if you're saying that Onyendu said, you gonna social media gaga drop wire. Actually, but again, same document again social media gather up. You are Jopata. He need Jopata is with the life of Onyendu, because nobody even know. It's different people here like EGA. No one name in the world. A Ghana son Onyendu we heard to Ipatana na social media vertically way nega game it Onyendu na here how price go to the public. I'm telling you, Onyen make such thing. Onyen make such thing. That Onyendu ndo na ofokwechi ye pata. From A to Z, the hand there. My hammer. Mazi, go ahead. Thank you very much. You've been through, you've been calling since, you know, the call will have been going crazy. I even can't pick up your call at the same time. But go ahead, you've been through, please. Na make a boy and can buko team with Ike. I'm a nation and then I me hand. Boy and I can come up with a back also. Actually, the morning, how will I say? Mazi, no, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. When the more you put out it is what it is.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's why I told you, some people and they need to be connecting those things. Very important. Some people work, I think it's, you know, the leadership push. Biafrans, you people are talking to the leadership. Whenever you call Isaiah Uba, he is the member of DOS because
no, exactly. Maybe it's a
connect any issue because
I went on and I knew before marriage and maybe
what you know now look at I mean, some people might be seeing you as a media warrior. Some people are workers. We need to be setting the record straight. So, direct. Not to go and tell the leadership. That is a wrong statement which I don't like. So, actually, correct here. Biafrans, you people, as you are calling, you are talking with one of the members of the Directorate of State. This is Mazi Isaiah Uba that is doing this broadcast today. Because we cannot collect here. That is number one. Number two, Mazi Isaiah, I'm dealing with a lot of calls yesterday, which you don't know the number. I'm not going to call yesterday from yes. This is the same people that when we have this argument here now, as we are doing this program, they cannot be able to call and ask that questions or that thing that is bothering them. But they want to call somebody like you or call any member of the Directorate of State to make caricature or to pick one word or the other to use it to use lawyer now blackmail the person. That somebody like this they can chimpanzee also na zoo no na ostra. Getting the audacity of calling every US member yesterday. I was on program on TikTok yesterday. I never even knew what is going on. I was seeing that number, cutting because I was talking. Cutting that number. I don't have the number. I said, okay, let me call this number back. I'm going to this because many are on IPOB. You are calling me to ask me a question on public. This is Betusela. Calling me over a lot yesterday that I'm just busy somewhere. I swear to God. Over a lot yesterday. I heard him clearly where he was calling you. You are dodging his call. You don't want to pick. But this is what they want to turn this struggle for. Why? Because they want to get the taproot of this struggle. They want to destroy it.
I didn't receive. Mazi, just to make those things clear, you know, some people can be very crafty in what they are doing. I didn't receive any call, or when I call them. You're mad at one more than 2 times. At least I can be able to, even though I'm not probably that yesterday morning. I'm when the whole thing happened, but if my phone rings, at least I can even make one time. You will get it one time. Because you can't call me more than 2 times. I've been.
You can check here the program here. I am not saying what if Biafrans are listening, they will bear me witness what I'm saying. Because from bossing up, later somebody called my attention. I went there to see by myself. That somebody's number claiming that it's me he was calling. Thank God that person picked that number, that call. Where now we Italian National Coordinator. Before my number. Assuming now another person may pick, or the same thing normally, maybe using that diplomacy, calling, showing Biafra's non body. While I work out. Thank God you made this in clear now.
No, I didn't receive any call to be honest.
Okay. The same thing you did with
at least you all know at least you will get bought the first one. It's in on all not be the second time, definitely, no matter what I'm doing, even though that I don't know the number, I may just at least I will acknowledge the number that Nonya. But more you do had in the mass. You know yourself. You call me sometimes, you know. If you don't get me, at least.
It is what it is. I just want to pay attention what happened yesterday. If they like, let them be bringing the information from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, claiming that all Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say hello.
All of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was through them. Can you, a whole leader of a global movement like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, can have about already like this? Onye putaya ko hebi lawyer putaya no enye ke putaya ku duwa ho no run around about ye move ya no uku nishi airport ye move ya no ya ko anu kata a file kwa like ana a whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody look at him, but this man on Naka also come and the Mazi Jofu. They respect. The whole world will come to a standstill. Look at what they did to this man. Look at what they did to him.
Since Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Ozokome have been meeting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have you seen them coming in roundabout or any place to tell us?
Actually, Pepper, I know I make a autopilot and there's a liberation guinea castle guinea and Biafra.
As you are all together now. Let me tell you, Mazi Isaiah, I will leave you shortly. This guy that they call the NGMECO shared a very dangerous thing which people are not paying attention, which is the name of our leader and the name of all of them. But I want to about the bug for you.
Mazi, gene that Ken and Taga and get the bunk or Heja and 1 year work. I don't know meanly well to his brother. But about one white leadership and Dick Emily meanly well to his brother.
Exactly.
Mazi,
exactly. So, because let me just leave it this way because I come here today. I got a very, very long time. I know that you have spent time here. Yeah. We must continue. It is what it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ndalo. At least I'm gonna give one or two more persons space to call back before my round up because you know so I'm gonna look at the onion. Let head you onion do a caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. You've been through now, please.
Yes, my brother. Good evening to you from here.
No, please, 2 minutes. I beg. Can we keep up yours?
Okay, I will. I just have one thing to say. Thank you for your work, and we thank all the members of the Directorate of State and all IPOB family members. My name is Ekpa, and I live from the Netherlands. One thing I want to set straight, my brother, is the case of some people saying that they want to remove Onyendu. They want to remove Onyendu.
Maybe Mazi Ogin wa chọrọ ịga n'ịga ewere n'ọchịchị. Akwa ike ka dị gị ga n'ịga ewere nkịta tụgburu edi ahụ fọrọ ya ka DOS nọ n'elu ya na ahụ fọla ha ma ọ fọzie ịga Biafra these people.
What I want to say is that, listen to this, my brother. What we said, my humble self said it, that Nigeria thought that, no, not thought that they thought, they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the center of gravity of the movement.
They couldn't believe it.
And they removed the pillar, hoping that the house will implode. Now, as a rational being, as a thinking man, as a reasonable human being, I said in my own, introspective dialogue with myself, I said, we have to push this struggle with all our energy so that then we know that holding Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, will not stop Biafra. That to come rain, come high water, Biafra must be restored. Our leader said it himself in his father's compound to a German journalist that Biafra will come, whether he's alive, whether he's in jail. If he said himself, even if he's dead, he will come faster. But we don't want him dead. It's not what we mean, but we mean that we will show Nigeria that we will achieve Biafra. Let the world only if they like, to eternity. But if they cannot do it now, if we achieve Biafra, then they will lead our leader. Now, secondly, my brother, what I want to set straight is because people think that they sent the case back to the appeal court. No. After the case went to Supreme Court, they sent it back to the High Court, trial court with 15 charges again, and the trial began afresh. My brother, I know how many demonstrations.
Problem with the leadership. Problem with the DOS. So why are they not came with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It's 1 month now. It's 1 month now. They are not doing anything. Everything is quiet now. They are quiet. Everyone is silent now. If I say something now, they will
listen, let me straighten something. I know how many demonstrations we did in Netherlands, and the topic is obey court order. Obey court order. If we had stood on that obey court order, it would be raining all over the world. That the court have given discharge and acquitted in the appeal court.
They gave the zoo and here what also provide their enablement ground. Escape route. Very well calculated and delivered. And always in a Sokoto Nakano, a camera call, Chibo Ham, always in no from Abuja to Sokoto, always a banusina, a girl to secretary see him, go and confirm. Look at it. I mean, is these people for real or what? Now go to secretary, get to secretary see him and confirm.
No. So what it is, the question I'm asking Biafrans, can somebody who is heading the trial, the defense of our leader now, why can such a person or his company having a contract with Nigerian government, isn't that a conflict of interest? Why can some people who is defending somebody in such a serious case, reasonable nonsense, you tell the court, tell the world that the people who are doing what Onyendo and our group, not our group, our movement are not doing, that we are the same disciples. People are the same people didn't know that in any inch of the DSS dungeon there is camera and the bugging and the sound.
No, actually, even to the extent the judge saw the danger of what the man was doing, call him a content creator. This final decision where I say you were a consultant. Go and sit down, my friend. After he said the
case is back to appeal from the
now to be out of Halian now manipulate his every time Onyendu said. So what is the organization for? Can you hear the leader? Can you hear the IPOB news for? See, using the wrong IPOB. No Onyendu say. Some morons so now get meeting IPOB now meeting IPOB say this is how you're supposed to do it, but you're not in IPOB meeting. Mazi, can somebody now get a meeting? They didn't have meeting. More we hear we discuss on a meeting. If you're saying social media, the leadership or be only him got our own pony work. I will near the call here. A man IPOB leadership, Nana communication. People are communicating.
What I'm trying to tell Biafrans and lovers of freedom is that some people are trying to pull down the DOS, hoping that when our leader comes, he will set a new DOS, because some of them want so badly to be in DOS, so they want to destroy this one.
Maz Gente, we could do this thing now. Because someone here now, destroy this DOS now. Because I'm thereby needs to be thinking now, destroy this DOS now. Is there any who will be accountable for all the whole contribution of IPOB for 10 years? So you now assemble another group, so without giving accountability of the one made before. As a fools, we don't as a fools, and then Biafra again, so and when I need US now. Then what is the accountability of the previous one? Again, if I can't, the hen with Ego IPOB, now Henny Lacro, so just like that is all right. Keep the other people. Then Ken and Tafra and do Tiapata. Now we are the Tekras now. We told you no how much union do, and we told you now since Afro because they want to use it as a bargain chip. I don't want to use it, but I'm telling you that I'm telling you, Mazi, he destroy IPOB. Marama he check the zoo genyaha moga walk.
They can't. We are not allowed them because the IPOB is not their property. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it is in the interest of Ukano and Nayanya to disband it, to start afresh, because then they cannot give account of the whole money in their hands. That's what they are going for. But IPOB, the DOS, they cannot destroy because it's not their property. Our leader said that Chukwuka must set this present DOS up. Anybody who compromise have been rejected. We trust those who are on seat now. I know how many times I called before I came in.
Thank you very much. Now, I've concluded. Now, I want something interesting. Some people do not I told him because someone has some certain things we now you people will go crazy. But in na about really cool with some certain things. About really cool with some certain things because if we are war, some of you are got them what did they have? Una amag high POB leadership bigger. Una amag high POB leadership bigger. All this nonsense I don't know about it. Na account to IPOB. Some people don't know koili. Ejira honye ndu seize their account to IPOB. Run one down. Want some people to I'm happier. Thank you. I'm this is where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you all of you for actually joining me tonight. I wanted to set the record straight over all the blue ha the nonsensical rubbish this omu ndi ana na-eri jubu gafo. And when go with the anya na have anything, Hana claim we don't make noise. We just don't. And when go with it, when nothing, no wedding go at all. Massive we my hand and with my hand cut out my everything in my own gandhi for anything. It just nine put to money na this struggle just because we want to serve our people because the life of our people are important. Here. Mazi Isaiah Uba, like I said, all these guys in Nofuma, Mazi Former. But because of the passion, if look upon all these things, ego heme fukure, ego wake furumi. How I want contribute to ego and IPOB for a very long time. But with all this bullying and the blackmail, they still stand and continue. Now I'm absorbed just for the sake of our people. And then look at the state of Nigeria. Look at the state of Nigeria. A whole Nigeria now America just walk in. As if like the country doesn't have military. Nigeria were a country that went to Ecomoc war, Liberian war. Almighty Nigeria can see now they cannot defend themselves. Fulani ragtag army is clearing every community up. A whole is this for you? A whole Nigeria of all people. Gara Ecomoc, all of you who have been growing Nigeria or Nigeria. Went to Ecomoc, displayed their tactical distance. Ga Liberia, including other places. Ganuzina, America, the way will just come in, dropping their military anyhow, doing what they like in Nigeria because the Nigerian military has been infiltrated, controlled by Fulanis, completely taken over. Your country has been taken over before Gawamia. Na America abatla nobody else knows on your own Nigeria. Money. It's only IPOB that will save you. Only IPOB and the leadership of IPOB. Now, Juno now destroy this IPOB now. Destroy IPOB leadership now. Who do you communicate? Onyeki you to talk to. Destroy this IPOB DOS now. Or this Indiara and the Azuzu is on the Ara wounding na Corona Unigineg. Fundraising. Now we're going to Agrana court. I told me go too far. I don't know what a video. Go on a court. Let the condition. Go and look at that video. Some of them are circulating it now. Maybe you can't pay. Gaga let the video. Ngano Sonyendu may approve fundraising na court. Let the body language of Onyendu. Anybody know in their right mind will go to court. Name a video. Now, so Onyendu ma approve fundraising. Onyendu say give order. Ma video mandi amandike and I give order go and do the fundraising in a court, implicating Onyendu in a court. He's right inside the court, implicating him. It's in idea one plan. It's in idea one plan. Where they want Onyendu to to fall into the trap. It's like what Onyendu at the time he was under duress to say something. Oh, he again a court. Under duress, where Onyendu cannot even, he came to court. He was thinking what would be, would the outcome or later. How did I say, approve fundraising now? Say that what you said is final. Say what you said is final. There's no more sit at all. You win your helmet and I got a corner manifest. Or manifest. How can Onyendu do no na court? Open the Onyendu Jacka declare you sit at home. Onyendu na bro. Make a life, you had this like a tight in there, any way she are communicating them matter. All of a sudden, happened on social media the other day. You know that Onyendu, they are afraid now. They are afraid now. Onyendu is on social media. Oh my God! But you know Omotosho said that now nobody should allow him to near gadget. Any gadget, gadget whatsoever. Can somebody put on social media now say they are afraid now that now is on internet, is on social media. You know, so and I mean really well. You always sabotage onyendu complete. All onyendu mozo shenyo anya. Ekwe huna hana eku makia. Unu ga na akwara ha aka. Unu si na ha emege de mma. Unu chere na enwere anybody nwe. Man. Epuchalam. Akacham or nduku akacham. Thank you very much for listening to me. This is almost 3 hours program. No, I can't take any further call. This is it. Can't take any further call. And I'm tired, you know. I'm tired. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not here, man. Thank you very much for listening to me. And thank you. Keep sharing this and let our people know what transpired here today, because we wanted to guide our people, because our mission is to guide our people, so that you will defend yourself, even in our own absence. Onyendu is not here today, but we are defending Biafra, defending IPOB, defending our people. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. We are defending IPOB, defending Biafra, defending the struggle, our self-determination in absence of Onyendu. That is how it's supposed to be. Even in our own absence, you will do it yourself, because it is your Biafra. It's not my Biafra. It is yours. It is yours. And it is your responsibility to defend it with everything you have. Oh, he ran in a way today. They ran on him because they had it comfortable. Or they are doing it, is their dignity they are defending. Forget what he learning. Can we go into final summary? The final summary. The sabotage, one systematic sabotage, some of these people take cognizant of. Only one systematic sabotage. The other day, the other day, can remind the level, because unagago, unana hate to nago, no dencha, or de quencha, God bless you. You saw it. Yeah, they rubbish you, now compromise everybody. I sabotage you in broad daylight. You read with the thinking, read the undertone. Ejide we ha bia dey kan on the surface dey kan na inu ha but mbo set is ha mia. Now what is that thing normally? In summary, the other day ndemba Jesus umunne Jesus like declare how the first people that declare Somaliland independent. Akwya umunne Jesus ha gaga ekwu okwu ya achọrọ m ịkpọwa aha ya ka ọ dịka ka ha pịsị na ọwụ na anyị kwuo anyị nwere ndị anyị kwutọrọ. Ha declare ya it's within their discretion. Ha declare ọgba ha anyị ọ ha nwa kpebiri declare without engagement ha ji declare nsogbu adị. By the way, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gradia no ha chọfụ ya lere satellite link anyị dọtuo ya kopụ anyị n'ọkụ. Ọkwa ndị anyị na-akpọ ụmụnne anyị but nsogbu adị nke ahụ wọwụ Biafra be chiri la anya mehem ndị anyị sị ha wụrụ friend anyị ha wụrụ ndị anyị sị ha agaghị awa anya. That is the way life is. Is within their right. Isi na anyị use all their space ji gbasa ozi ebe anyị. But it is what it is. But this boy ya kakpowori ishi na-akpịrị nye olu taa ahụ afụta na social media here sị no be the Chinese lottery na na kuna huna na IPOB gra na platform ha gana eme attack gana ekwutosha ha na ekwuto ha that na agwa magwa ya won mo ye dege ma foto ta gafe something amam him ga ma hu the right up masi Chineke kule hodo olu di sabotage olu di wickedness dey here. Now it drola the whole entire IPOB movement. Because there are individuals, 1 or 2 persons can decide to go to their platform and say whatever is in their mind. It has nothing to do with the whole entire movement. How can I get declared here Somaliland and how recognize that? There was something about IPOB as a movement. Nah, sabotage has said that these people were against them. They were against them. They were writing against them. They were attacking them. As soon as one IPOB needs support for him, there's something that is detriment to the movement. Because nature likes, nature improves something. But some of you will be emotional. No, it shouldn't be attacking. Guinea can agwa in here home or dimma. In here home or dimma. If like there's something, aim at the whole world, a lot of people go here, the people go here. Blackmail or IPOB as organization, na haga again made the people attack because na and they ran in the woku. Do you see what we're saying? Hassan Ahama, he had intelligent and had a philosopher. But thank you very much for listening. This is where I'm going to leave it tonight. Good night and have a very lovely weekend. It is what it is. Thank you so much. I'm Kike. Bless all of you. Peace. You have to call in when I open the line. I know a lot of people have been sending me inbox messages and asking me, Mazi, but where have you been? You don't come to program anymore. It's not my own making. It's not easy, like I said. It's been a very hectic period,